Hello, this is Bridget Rao with Divine Essentials. Alright, guys, hello. So I'm just going live because I got another new deck, the Hero's Journey Dream Oracle from Kristen. So I was going to do a check in. I've already pulled. Hello, everybody. Hello. I did sing. This is Bridget Rao from Divine Essentials. You guys already missed it. Hi. Hello. Hello. Hi. You missed me? I've been posting. Hi. Hello. We love you. I love you too. So I got a new deck from Kristen. She says, "Hi Bridget, these cards look beautiful. I hope you enjoy them. Love and light, Kristen." So Kristen has basically gone ahead and given me so many decks that I don't even know how many, but she's awesome sauce. So I wanted to just jump on and do a quick energy check-in to give you guys some messages. Hello. I wanted to pull before I started just to kind of get an overall feel. So I have divine feminine over here, divine masculine over here, and it's so funny. The divine masculine got divine drunkenness, surrender to your spiritual reverie. And I was like, all right. So it just was funny because I know a lot of you guys are dealing with masculines that are drinking, right? So they need to get into the divine drunkenness, which I feel like they may start having that now. They may be surrendering into that energy. And when you get into this spiritual energy, it can feel like that sometimes. When I channel, when I do like healings and things like that, I get like a high from it. You know, it can be like 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm exhausted. I do a reading and then I'm up for another 4 hours. So I do feel like they may start having some spiritual awakenings at this time that is a divine drunkenness rather than induced by alcohol. And divine feminine got an ally in disguise. Discover the hard to find blessings. So I know a lot of the feminines have been going through some stuff, some stuff that's not so great. And no matter what we're going through, no matter what we have in our lives, there's always a blessing in it. Whether, maybe they did something when they were drunk. Maybe you've had some issues with karmics. Maybe you've had some issues in your personal life. Whatever it is, there's usually a blessing. It's hard to find sometimes because when we're going through it, it's like, oh my God, it's just hard to deal with it. So I do feel like Spirit's trying to say, try to find that blessing. And on the bottom of the deck, we have be the bridge, expand your consciousness to behold both worlds. So whatever you're going through at this time, it's not just affecting you in the physical, it's impacting you in the spiritual realms as well. So you're going to want to find the blessing and also bridge yourself between the two things so that you can be the anchor of light. You can be the way shower through their spiritual awakening too, because a lot of us have already gone through our spiritual awakening. We've gone through the dark night of the soul. We've gone through the stuff that's been not so great. And we need to be able to bridge ourselves into an expanded consciousness of realizing what we're dealing with and why we're dealing with it. And it's usually connected to something that we signed up to before we came here. It's something to do with our contracts, with our counterparts. We have karmic contracts, we have divine contracts, we have all types of contracts. But I feel like whatever darkness you're going through, meditation and just listening to your intuition is going to really help you to expand the consciousness that you're having. And sorry about that. So it is 555 right at that time. That was weird. I did notice that my phone kicked us off at 555. So I'm not sure exactly what it cut off at, but basically I was trying to say we need to figure out what's going on in the 3D and figure out what it's connected to in the 5D and allow us to be that bridge between the two things. And on the bottom we have a splendid torch for divine masculine. So I do feel that something has gone on for them where they're kind of getting into this energy of awakening. They're having some, I feel like a lot of them may be having a Kundalini awakening too, which is pretty intense, and that energy can make you feel a little drunk and like not really knowing what you're doing, not really knowing how you're feeling. But it says blaze brightly. I feel like they're like being ignited with something at this point. So whatever has been going on for them, I do feel like it's some sort of spiritual awakening, some sort of contract has been activated, and you need to look at what's being triggered in you so that you can connect it to the 5D and then allow yourself to be that ally in disguise for them and be the bridge that shows the way for them. So they probably are going to be going through the dark night of the soul, but I think now what's happening is they're going to be having that like Kundalini awakening, and then they have that energy come about them where they're like the phoenix rising out of the darkness, rising out of the ashes. So some of them could be going through some pretty heavy stuff, but it's going to lead to something positive. So I'm just going to get like some clarifiers on what the ally in disguise is about, like what it could be connected to, what the hard to find blessing is connected to. If one will come out, give me one. So we've got judgment, and the Empress is on the bottom. So I really feel that spirit may be, I know we got a lot of stuff going on too, where there's been, what do you call it, like the solar flares, things like that. There's been a lot of stuff happening to us, and spirit is really kicking us in the ass at this point. So whatever your darkness is, whatever stuff's going on, spirit is bringing it to you for a reason. There's a lesson in it. And I think they're blowing some horn that's making a lot of divine feminines step into this energy. Hi, hello, of the Empress. So whatever darkness you faced with your counterpart, if you had to cut them off, if they've got karmic partners, if they're doing shit that just really hurts you and it like you don't understand it sometimes, it's like almost like they're intentionally trying to hurt you. They trigger you, they do things that just feel horrible. It's actually triggered you to step into the Empress energy. You may have had to Queen of Swords people out. You may have had to do this with other people in your situation. Something could have happened on their end where they've, cut you out. I know a lot of divine feminines have kind of just like really had to step up into this energy. But then it's going to assist you in giving birth to a new transformation in your own life. And that is going to attract to you exactly what you've been wanting. So it's going to bridge together the things of a higher consciousness. So it's like when you step back from them and you cut them out, it forces them to look at themselves and say, okay, this isn't cool, and I have to, release myself from this. So like you pulling yourself away, you going into your own transformation is allowing you to be that bridge. You're actually being the ally in disguise for them. By removing yourself from it, you're showing them the way, if that makes sense. It's like you're showing them the way through your own evolution, through your own energy rising. And the Nine of Wands is on the bottom here. So it's like you've been really beaten up by the connection and you had to walk away with the Eight of Cups, which was hard for you. But you're not giving up on yourself now. I think in the past, a lot of the feminines were not walking away. They were not giving up on them, and you weren't really getting anywhere. So now you're walking away from the devil. You're walking away from the toxic. You're walking away from the bullshit that has kept you kind of stuck and stagnant, and you're being reborn. Look at, be reborn daily. Let go of the past and breathe in your new incarnation. So you really are releasing yourself from the toxic, from the crap, and you can be reborn daily, and I think a lot of this was unexpected on the other aspects. Like a lot of the divine masculines did a lot of stuff that was horrible, but it was because they could get away with it. They thought that you were always going to be there, that you weren't going to ever walk away. And a lot of you finally said, enough's enough. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I don't want to deal with your karmic stuff. I don't want to be dropping my vibration down to deal with you. And so now you're going through this rebirth. You're your own ally, but you're actually bridging something for them too through doing that. And you're going into a new phase where you're practicing all of this self-love. You're going deeper into the levels of yourself, and you're not doing it for them anymore. You're doing it for you. You're like, okay, you know what? This hasn't worked out so well for me. I'm going to just focus on myself and start healing myself. And I'm going to love myself and do what I need to do. And so you've probably uncovered secrets too. There could have been a lot of secrets, and that could have been hard to, find what was the blessing in that. But a lot of it was a trigger. So if you found out a secret that triggered you to walk away, that's a blessing, because in turn, you're now embodying Empress. Now you're becoming who you always wanted to become, or who you were always perceived to be, but you really weren't embodying it fully when you were dealing with them, because you couldn't be the Empress and deal with somebody that's dealing with karmics. You can't be the Empress and deal with somebody that's toxic. So you had to get rid of that energy in order to really fully rise up. And I think a lot of divine feminines have gotten there. They're walking away from the wishy-washy back and forth, thoughts in their own head and the wishy-washy actions of their counterpart. They're walking away from the stagnancy that's just been stuck, repeating the cycle over and over and over, and not having a partnership that works together. He was always putting one person up on the pedestal when the other one should have been, working with you together equally in exchange. And so now you're having your new beginning. And some of you are having a new beginning with new lovers. You're like, some of you are manifesting soulmates. Some of you found that your person that you thought was your person was actually a catalyst to find your true person. I saw a couple comments recently in regards to that, where a lot of the feminines were on a journey with somebody they thought was their divine masculine, but then they got catalysted to their true divine masculine. So a lot of you are finding the blessings, in different ways. Some of it is a new beginning with your person, some of it is a new beginning with a new person, and some of it is a catalyst to a true twin. So you guys really are, embodying that and finding a true partnership where you can work together to heal and get out of this like wishy-washy back and forth stagnancy. And you are balancing yourself out, practicing the patience so that you can have that temperance, which is the Yes Union energy card. And it's taking a lot of strength, but through that strength, you're going to get your 10 of Cups. You're going to get your happy ending. Some of you are going to get new communication from your person, or you're going to get transformative communication from somebody else that's actually assisting in your transformation. And I feel like you're also communicating out into the world in a new way. You're transforming the way you speak, the way you think, the way you feel, the way you work within the physical and non-physical realms. And you're letting go of this depression of feeling like all of your opportunities for love have been knocked over, and you're turning around for your 2 of Cups, which is either a soulmate or a twin flame. So let's put a little energy to find out the divine drunkenness of divine masculine. We have the 7 of Wands. So I do feel that for them, they actually may be getting to this point where they're ready to work on themselves. They're ready to do the work that's required for their awakening process. And we do have the 7 of Cups, so I feel like some of it has been triggered through either drinking or through just seeing shit that wasn't true, okay? Or believing things that weren't true, or actually doing things to the divine feminine, and it wasn't true. But whatever happened there, it has, probably triggered the feminine to walk away, or triggered something to happen that was pretty detrimental in their own lives or their own experiences. And so now they're seeing these illusions, and they're getting ready to do the work that's required so that they can be happy again, because a lot of them just aren't happy. That's why they do the toxic stuff. That's why they have the toxic contracts. That's why they have all of this energetic crap to work themselves through, and they're showing up with the King of Swords. So a lot of them do want to communicate some sort of truth. I think that's where your Ace of Swords is coming from, is that they may want to have a new beginning now where they can express to you something that maybe was misunderstood, or something that they weren't willing to work on in the past, something that just kept this entire situation within an illusion, and you weren't able to have that happiness. So let's see what else comes through. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles. So a lot of them, I feel like a lot of them too. So sometimes when your triggers of a spiritual awakening can be triggered through the loss of something. And I do feel for many of them, it was the loss of the divine feminine. And for others, it was a loss of finances, a loss of income, a loss of like their feelings in this world of feeling, confident, having that energy to get out there, and just, they didn't care because they always felt like they had something sitting there waiting for them. But they've lost a lot of the stuff that was happening, or they're going through it, or they're going through the fear of losing things now, because they got the 5 of Pentacles and they've got the 5 of Cups. They got all these energies showing up over the past week that's just like not great, but that's that dark night of the soul, which then triggers this energy of, waking up to the divine, waking up to that splendid torch, blazing brightly and rising through the ashes of whatever has happened, so that they can get that energy inside of them to start working on shit again and to overcome the illusions that they've done to feminine, and that's been mirrored back to them from the feminine, and they can start speaking their authentic truth with a higher perspective in regards to the connection. They are showing up with the Knight of Pentacles too, which many of them have been in that energy for a long time. It's like, dude, get your stuff together. They're walking so slow, but they are now looking for true value and worth, beyond material, beyond ego. And with the Six of Swords, they're trying to come out of the troubles. That's usually somebody, in the boat coming out of the, storm, coming out of the crap that's been going on. And so I feel like they're trying to come out of the troubles that have been connected to the Knight of Wands, connected to that player energy. Because when you're a player, you never have true love. You're always missing that cup. You may have a bunch of cups, but they all get knocked over. You see the Three of Cups always get knocked over in the background. It's like, you got this one, but you knocked it over. You got this one, but you knocked it over. You got this one, but you knocked it over. So their Ace of Cups is sitting there waiting for them to get their crap together and to get out of this energy of constantly charging in and then knocking a bunch of shit over and charging out. So I do feel like a lot of them are trying to work on those behaviors and to find what the hell really makes them happy, because people who are happy with themselves, people who have self-value and self-worth, people who aren't in this energy of like ego victories, who can speak authentic truth, don't put those illusions up to people. They don't play with people's hearts. They don't sleep around. They don't, lie to people just to sleep with them. There's something inside of them that isn't okay. And so now they're trying to do the work that's required so that they can have true love, so that they can have a true Four of Wands. They can have a true commitment in their life that goes beyond ego. That's not just fueling up their stuff. But a lot of them have insecurities in regards to love, and I think they're starting to realize that. They're starting to see beyond the illusion of what they thought was cool or what they thought was a victory in the past, and they're realizing that none of it's amounting to anything. They just keep knocking over more cups. So they're showing up as the King of Cups, but again, the King of Cups drinks, and the King of Cups has insecurities, so it's going along with that divine drunkenness. But I do feel that there's been a shift, and they're starting to rise up out of that so they can start working to have a balanced, relaxed relationship and take a leap of faith that's going to be like a death of the old and a rebirth of something new, where you can start working on your foundation of a healthy connection, to lay down the burdens with the energies that they've been living in, to lay down the burdens of ego, and to transmute as the magician that stagnancy, that Knight of Swords, in and out, back and forth, doesn't know what they want. They're going into the magician to transmute that stuff and work on the partnership equally, together, so that you can reach that temperance place. But it's going to take a lot of strength, I feel, on both ends. It's not going to be just one person over the other. And then that's how you're going to get your Ten of Cups. That's when you're going to get your transformative communication, that new communication that puts an end to the old bullshit that they, were living within. All right. So I know there's a lot of you commenting. I'm going to come over and see what you guys are saying just so I can say hello to you guys. And then I might pull a few more cards. Let me go up. I saw a couple of big ones. I'm doing this on my phone, so it's hard for me to see you all. Holy crap, there's a lot of you. I don't want to hit my Bixby button. I'm starting to doubt this person is my twin flame because he hasn't even come to me. I'm confused. Is that a sign maybe he's not? Well, I think a lot of us have fears in regards to that, because it's hard to deal with somebody that's doing a lot of toxic things to us. But it doesn't have to necessarily be a sign that he's not. But if you're feeling that like at your core, you may want to look at like what the signs are of a true twin. Like a true twin comes into your life. It's not like you just like how you meet other people. There'll be something about it that's different. So you want to look into that just to see what's going on there. But I do feel like right now we're going through a lot of this stuff. Sorry, I'm reading other comments and commenting back to you. So it's like we're going through all this stuff at this time, and those are getting triggered because of the things that they're doing, and they don't come, and so it makes you feel like you're just waiting on nothing. But, just go into your soul and ask yourself, there's like a thing you could do with your heart, put your hands over your heart and say your name. and then say something that's a lie, like say like, I am Raven, and feel how that feels. And then say like, I am Bridget, and see how that feels. And then do it for your twin. Say like, this is my true twin, and see if it feels like it did when you were saying the truth, or how it felt when you weren't saying the truth. Or you could do other things. I feel like sometimes we influence that stuff, but it could help you just to see. Or even getting a reading may help you to feel that too. I can pull a card for you real quickly, because I have some cards that when they come out, it's like I just assume it's a true twin. So let me get the card that will, let me get a deck that can give me that real quick here. There's a couple in all of them actually, but. All right, let's see what comes out for true twin. You got the Chariot, which is about charging forward. So I'm feeling like Spirit's saying, like, just keep moving forward. Oh, and you got the Eight of Swords. So that's, I feel like you're imprisoned in your mind, and that's keeping you from moving forward. You're in this Eight of Cups energy where it's like you're getting ready to walk away. But through that walking away is going to give you your 10 of Cups. So that's like what we just talked about here in that reading. So if you guys have been doubting and questioning, just try walking away from this for a while. Become that Queen of Wands. Find that passion and that energy inside of you. Find that strength inside of you to make a decision to just be happy with who you are by yourself. And then trust that Spirit is going to bring to you your wishes. And if that person is in alignment with what you're supposed to have, Spirit's going to bring it to you. But I do feel like you can influence the cards too. I feel like you're going to get a new beginning of passion, but you got to make that decision to like kind of detach from it and trust your intuition. So if you keep thinking that it's not your twin and it's not just an influence inside of you, then that could be that indication. I feel like you just can't really make up your mind right now. But you do have the Three of Wands and the Death. So I think what they're saying here is put a death to the waiting. Put a death to that. And when you walk away from that, you're going to get your Six of Cups. You're going to get your reconciliation. This person's going to come back around to you. When you walk away from the expectation of waiting on them, you give them room to come in. And then he'll show up as the King of Wands, which whenever I see a king and queen, they belong together, okay? So even if he's not your true twin, he's most likely like a high-level soulmate. And so you kind of just need to do some meditation and work on yourself for a while. Walk away from this, charge forward quickly out of these like doubts and fears, and just focus on getting your happy ending wherever it's meant to come from. And then Spirit will bring it to you from who it's meant to be with. All right, let me see who else is here. Hi, hello. Hello, 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 hello. All right, I think that's the first one. All right, I got you. Let's see who else is here. I gotta move this down. All right, so that was Raven. Oh, sorry, Pankaj. Bye. Thank you for being with us. I'm gonna take this off. Through our journeys. Hello. I love those cards. Aren't they beautiful? Kristen sends me decks like almost every day. She is awesome sauce. 5555555. Hello, Bridget. How are you doing today? Fine, I hope. Yes, I am good. Hi, Bridget. Hey, beautiful soul. Hello. Hello from Asia. You misspelled my name. That's okay. People spell my name in all different ways. I've had a lot of people come to me just because of my name. They get like the St. Bridget card or something weird, and they're like, hey, I found you. They find me right after that. So I get all types of name spellings. Hi, Bridget. Yay, you are live. Yes, I'm going to plan to do more lives. I'm going to do some where I just do readings for you all. I see my twin flame tomorrow after 9 months. Wow, that's awesome sauce. I got cards today. Hello. Yesterday I had a fight with my best friend, and I actually don't think we're going to make up. And you know what? It doesn't seem to bother me. I feel good, alive, and relieved. Good healing, I guess. You know what? A few months ago, I lost all my friends. When my mom died, they all kicked me out of my community here. And a lot of it, I think, was just jealousy because I was starting to get good with the channel and like things were going good for me. I got a nice house with my own studio, and everybody was like jealous over each other. Whenever I hung out with one, the other would get all pissy. So as soon as all those people left, my channel blew up and my career and stuff is going a lot better. And I don't have any more bullshit. It's crazy how many people are limited. Yeah, keep going with it because, you're going to be opening up. The Spirit's taking them out for a reason. So when you guys have that stuff going on, just know it's for a reason. Hello, hello. I prefer slow than rush and out as Knight of Wands before. Yeah, we don't want that. Patience is key. It is. Sorry, I did it again. I want to make sure I get back to that person's comment. It was all in caps, so it shouldn't be too hard. I lost you guys. I lost some of you. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? All right, not drinking. She's more so not talking me on the outside of social media, shutting down on live social media, on talking about the twin flames connection. Yeah. The longer, the stronger, more authentic. Oh, I hope so. Healthy connection. Best reader out there. Thank you. Love you too. That is between us two, and we just had a tower moment on her live talk show on Instagram. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I don't think my person is a twin flame, but I think he could be a soulmate. Yep, that can happen. I haven't heard for so long. It feels so sad and confusing. I know, it's hard. How to truly walk away. It always feels like we are thinking of them. Yeah, it is hard, but when you start making little tiny things, like little tiny changes, it gets so much easier. Like for me, I had to unfriend mine and just like cut off all ways that like I could see anything to do with them. And that has made a huge shift. Like my thinking has like gone like down to like none. You know what I mean? It's me doing twin flame readings is hard though, because of course it brings it up, but I've really, really detached a lot recently and I feel so much better. Like I'm not stressed out. I'm not thinking about it. I'm not like, I don't do my own personal readings anymore about it. I don't watch other readers. So try to just kind of do less of whatever you do in connection to them. And if you get a sign from spirit, just trust the sign, but don't try to like ask for them. Try to disconnect and just, I know we just can't walk away no matter what. We can though, and that's the beliefs behind it. When we start thinking that, like I went for years and years and years without my person around. So I know I can do it, you know? And I was an addict for years and I beat that. So I actually had a conversation with somebody. I'm like, if I could beat that, I can beat this. In the past week, I feel like I can't feel my twin like I used to. That can happen, but it usually fluctuates. I'm so excited. I think separation is over for me. Yay! Thank you, Vatsal. I got a queen and king in a reading, and it made me think better. LOL. Like, I definitely think we're meant to be together. Yeah. Hello, Bridget. I've been seeing 4/4s and 2/2s. The 4s are about foundation. Some people look at the 4 as like angels are with you. My mom died at 4:44 a.m., so I look at it as she's there with me now. But it's also about laying down a foundation. Spirit is with you. And you can look these up. Like there's videos specific to 4:44. There's posts like articles specific to 4:44. The 2/2s are about a partnership though. So if you're seeing 2/2s, it could be that the foundation of your partnership is starting to manifest, because 2/2 is also a reminder that what you're thinking is manifesting at this time. So whatever you're thinking about that partnership, you're laying down the foundation of it. So be mindful of what you're thinking in those moments, because if you're thinking negatively, you're laying down a foundation for that to manifest in that partnership. But if you're thinking positively, you're laying down that foundation for that partnership. So once you get to know the basics of the numbers, it gets easier for you to kind of like decode them. I've been feeling so good on my own, but I can feel that he's in distress and I can feel him wanting to reach out. It sucks being an empath sometimes. Yes, and with them, you're going to feel them. Like sometimes I can feel like there's been times in the past. I have a thing where one of my eyes will cry and I'm like, uh-oh. And it's always connected to them. I've had confirmation on things like way, way back when there was something big that happened and I felt it. And so we can feel it. Like we'll get signs of it. You know, like if something really traumatic happens to them or they're just upset, we can feel it. And that's why it's important to cut those cords. We can't cut the main cord with them, but we can cut the cords that are draining us, because if you've got negative cords to their energy of like, ugh, it's going to make you feel, ugh. But when you cut those, you can bring your energy back up and just keep the cords of love that fuel you. And no need to walk away, try to surrender. It's difficult, but yet beautiful. I miss my twin, but I know I shouldn't. It's okay to miss them. You You know, it's like you're missing yourself. You're missing parts of yourself. So you want to start looking at the parts of yourself that you feel like you're missing out on. And when you're fulfilled in yourself, you don't really need to look out externally for them. Have you had much experience of major age gaps with twin flames? You know what? Mine is not huge at all. It's only a few days. It's actually one of the numbers of spirit, the 11. But I've actually seen people with that major age gap. And I feel like because you guys are probably incarnated in another lifetime, and one of you may have passed before the other, one of you came here before the other, and so the other one had to wait till they were done there and come here. And it's like weird, but things still exist in past lives too. So I don't know. I have a weird way of looking at it, but my mind always changes how I look at it. But yes, a lot of people do have big age gaps. I find that a lot of times people will have something with their sun signs and their placements. Like one of you may be Taurus, one of you may be Scorpio, one of you may have like Taurus for your sun and something else for your moon, and they may have the opposite of that, like, but it's like flipped. So look at your stuff, look at the time of birth, look at all the stuff that's connected to it. There's usually signs in it, like connected to the numbers of your date of birth and things like that. You can probably find some 11s, some 8s. Sometimes the bad circumstances clear our path. Yes, they do. I keep seeing an eye every day for 2 months. I would say it's time for a new perspective, or that spirit's trying to show you something. So try to meditate on the eye and ask exactly what it wants to show you, or just try to look at things. Like I'm feeling the owl for some reason. So maybe there's a message for you with like, go look up the totem meaning for an owl and see what that's connected to. There may be a message in it for you. And when you Google it, don't just grab the first one. Like search through and find, like, let your intuition guide you. You know how Google pops up like 100 things? Don't just pop on the first one unless that one's description feels appropriate. Let your intuition guide you to the one that has the message for you. I don't know why owl's coming to me, but I feel like it will be something that'll help you. Exactly. I don't mind anymore if he's my soul twin or whatever. I'm trying with all my heart, body to focus on me. It's been really hard, but I don't think impossible. Yes, thank you. It isn't impossible. We just have to change. It's like changing any addiction, really. Because sometimes it becomes an addiction or like a codependency where you just do things every day in connection to them, and you got to just start slowly getting yourself out of that. Can I ask a question for the card? Sure. My twin flame soulmate finally called early this morning. It had been 9 months since beginning in contact. He had blocked me. We talked about an hour. That's awesome. I'm glad that well, not awesome that he blocked you, but I'm glad that you talked. I love your energy. Thank you, Angie. How do people know it's my twin flame? I feel like everyone is just naming their crush their twin flames and don't even know. I agree. There's a lot of people out there who are, saying it's their twin flame when it's not. I think because society, like people have like made it like this beautiful romantic thing, which it is. It's a beautiful thing. But like if you're out in the world and you're single, you don't want to manifest a twin flame because you've got to go through a lot to heal, to become together. So people don't realize that when they're late, and I think sometimes people just get people that don't want them. And so they were like, well, it must be my twin flame because they like rejection and they just don't want to deal with the rejection. But a twin flame is a little different for everybody. I have found in my instances that, like you guys meet through a certain way. I actually had written notes about that not too long ago. Let me see if I can find where my notes are. There they are. So I had written down notes at one point about the signs for the true twins. So they awaken you at some point, like this person awakens you. They come in and it's like, it's not like anybody else that you've met. It's weird. It's like spirit brought you two together. I know some people meet them at work, but there's just a big connection. Like you just feel like you know this person before you get to know this person. And they make you want to become better, okay? So it's like they trigger something inside of you to become a better person. Something awakens in you. You come to this, like for me, I had my awakening, then I found out what a twin flame was, but I had already known my person. But after having that realization, I went onto my path even more. And I wanted to let go of ego. I wanted to heal beliefs. I wanted to change my job. I wanted to change so much stuff in my life after knowing that. 1111 is a big one too, because 1111 is an awakener number. But when you start seeing 1111 in connection to your person, that can be an indication that it's a twin. When you see the 888, it's an infinite connection. So again, but the synchronicities are nonstop and they increase and increase. You'll also have dreams with this person. Like they're going to be in your dreams. You may have dreams that you actually find out later that get confirmed. You know, like I've had dreams in the past where I thought like it was just weird, and then I talk to them or I go to their place and I see exactly what was in my dream that wasn't there before. So it's you'll have that type of stuff too. And there's a telepathic connection that a lot of people doubt. You can actually hear, talk, communicate, see their stuff, but sometimes that's not so fun. If they're in a karmic connection, you're going to feel when they're connecting with other people sexually. You're going to see other people sexually depending upon your gifts. But like they can trigger you to become a healer because you are a healer. You are you are here for a divine mission if you're on a twin flame journey. So you will start to awaken your gifts. You'll start to have things that are happening to you that you didn't happen in the past. You may have buzzing in your ear. You just may have like this weird feeling that you want to like start getting crystals. It's just like weird little things that you didn't care about before. They also mirror you and trigger you. They trigger your worst fears. So if you're afraid of being abandoned, these people will abandon you. They'll block you. If you're afraid that somebody's going to be unfaithful to you, they're going to start like sleeping with a bunch of people. But it's like no matter what, like if they block you, they leave, they always come back. And if they don't come back on their own, it's like spirit will bring them back to you in another synchronistic event. Like you'll just be somewhere and there they are. You know, it's like they show back up. But it's like you guys are like two little magnets and you can feel them even if they're not with you. Like I've been driving down the road before and all of a sudden, you know, like I get this weird feeling over me and I'm like, what is that? What am I feeling? And then there they go driving by me on the other side. And I'm like, oh, that's what it was. So you can feel their energy really big, but it doesn't matter how many years, months, or whatever, they always come back around. There's always going to be those serendipitous meetings, the universe just bringing you back together. You'll feel their emotions. So again, it's important to cut those things, those cords. And there's a nagging inside of you to shift and to change yourself to be better. And a lot of it's because you want to be better for them, but then you start to become better for yourself. So it's like a process. In the beginning, it's like, oh, I got to change because I want them to like me, or like ego-y things. And then over time, you start to change for yourself. You get triggered to the point that you walk away. And then for some, you find that it wasn't a true twin, because some of them can show up like with a lot of the symptoms of a true twin, but then when you find deeper levels and go deeper into the healing, sometimes you get like catalysted to another person. So it's hard to know, but deep inside you'll just know. You can't let go of them, you can't stop thinking of them, but you like start to let go of that over time. Then you start to like lessen that energy, and that's usually when they come back because you give room for them to come back. Anytime I've detached in the past, they usually come back around. And you get guided to the info with that. It's like some people, I feel like what happens is they get broken up with their ex and then they start looking into that. And then twin flame info pops up through advertising. And so then they label it their twin. But usually people who are on a twin flame journey, it just comes to them. It's not like they're seeking out that information. It just finds its way to them. And your doubts and your fears, you're always like, one of you guys like feel crazy, you know, both of you both probably feel crazy, but that's why they run from you. That's the runner, is like being like fearful of the intensity of it. And even if you like know about a twin flame before you meet them, you probably aren't thinking about it when you meet them. It comes back later down in the road. So there's just some things that I feel like can be connected to it. What to do if I start doubting this whole twin flame thing? I'm so tired of waiting and hoping and feeling like he's living his life and I'm stuck. I just don't want to believe anymore. I think the best thing to do is to just be you and to just get out there and start living your life. Start doing what they're doing. Get into the vibration of flirting and having fun and being in alignment with love. Because if you want to attract love, you've got to be in the vibration of love. So there's nothing wrong with going out and flirting and having fun with other people. You know, you don't have to sleep with those people, because if I look at sex as a sacred thing. And if you connect with somebody that isn't holding it sacred, you're going to feel it. Like my ass has been kicked for a while, over a month, because it wasn't sacred when I connected. And like, I'm going through a lot of shit that I'm not going to talk about, but it's you want to be careful with that. And just like start living your life. Get out there with high vibrational people. Start getting out there with people who are going to assist you in feeling better about yourself, and live your life. Don't just sit around waiting for them, because they're not going to come back. This may sound aggressive, but boys are stupid, especially mine. Yeah, I know people get upset and people get triggered, and you have those negative thoughts, and that's totally fine. Like, I get it. But when we sit around waiting for them, we actually create resistance for them coming. And when we get angry with them, we create resistance for them coming. Yes, I also beat my 20 years addiction without a problem. See? Awesome. Congratulations. I know it's not easy to get rid of an addiction, but if you can do that, you can disconnect and heal from this too. But she knows that I'm her feminine. Yeah, see, I think a lot of them do know now. A lot of them didn't in the past, and I think a lot of them have awakened to the fact that you're something bigger. A lot of you probably had connections that just is defied by explanations. I saw 222 and asked to know what it meant. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm mostly seeing 777 and 333 all the time. All right, so the sevens for me connect with the Pleiadians because they're the seven sisters. We also have 7 chakras. 7 is a divine number. So if you're seeing the number 7, that's like the divine coming in with unconditional love for you. And the 333 for me is about transformation, but it can also be connected to the ascended masters. So whenever you're seeing these numbers, think about what you're thinking about. Trust that the ascended masters and the emissaries of light, or like the Pleiadians or spirit, is bringing you transformation that's going to assist you with your spiritual work, evolving on a higher level. I feel like 7 is like a very high vibrational, like spiritual consciousness. So you're transforming with that. 444, yep. I see them all every day, all day. So it's like, I don't even know anymore. Like I kind of just like have screenshot by screenshot by screenshot of numbers. I'm so confused on when I'm meeting him again. I've been getting May or just summer in general, or even Halloween. I don't know. We separated a couple months ago and he's trying to communicate more. All right. So Elena, when you watch multiple readings, sometimes like you're going to see a message that says, oh, it may be this or it may be that. Don't go too far into it, okay? Don't hold too much on it, because it's usually a general reading or pick a pile or whatever. When you hold too much on that, it's you are the creator of your reality. So there's multiple timelines available to you. So if you want to speed it up or slow it down, you can do that. I've actually been able to manifest my person reaching out to me within 24 hours by holding that intention and vibration. But you have to be in the vibration that they're already there. So it, like, however you felt, what it looked like, tasted like, smelt like, felt like when they were there, to be connected with them. What did that look like? Go through all the details, get ready like you're going there. I've done that before. I got ready like I was going there, and then the next night they called me to come. So you can speed it up. But when you're watching readings, you're watching, collective readings, or if you're doing your own readings and you're getting, multiple messages, just know that they're the creator of their reality too. So they may want to come back, but some days it may shift because there's multiple timelines. So again, you being the creator, just hold that vibration that they're already there. That's going to speed up theirs. But that may be why you're seeing multiple things, because people's energy shifts daily. Like some days the masculine shows up in awesome energy, and other days they show up in shit show energy. And that's just a reflection of where they are within their consciousness. So if they're in great energy, it could be this month. If they're in shit energy, it could be by Halloween. So just stay in the vibration that they're already there, and that will help to assist them coming in. And try to stay out of the negative headspace. If you don't, some of us don't want them to come back now. Some of us are angry with them, but others are still waiting and wanting them to come back. So you have to embody the vibration of what you're wanting and trusting that it's coming. I think about my twin a lot, but it's almost never negative. Is this okay? Yeah, that's awesome. You need to think positive about them. You know, you can think positively about them, send them love, and still detach and walk away from the situation. Like, I had a really big tower moment recently, and instead of acting out and doing stuff that I probably would have done 10 years ago, I just let it go. And I was like, you know what? As long as he's happy, I don't care. But I didn't want to engage in that energy because I didn't want to hurt. So I like detached from it and didn't want to see it. But I want them to be happy. I want them to, because if they're not happy, we're going to be impacted by it. So we need to, release that. 17 years for you guys, ER. That's a twin flame number. See, when you guys look at your stuff, like how many days or how many months or whatever you're separated by in your years or your astrology, there's always going to be signs there. What? Haha, no way. One of my eyes has been, see, watering. That's what it is. It's them. So when your eyes are if one eye is watering, it's usually connected to them. It may be on the masculine side or the feminine side, but I usually find that that doesn't matter because they share masculine and feminine energy too. So if it's one side, it may be that their feminine side is upset. If it's the other, it could be that their masculine side is upset. It could be their ego. It could be their emotions. So just know that there's probably something going on with them and their emotions or their ego, and you're feeling it. 6 years. So 6 is actually the vibration, the number of the lovers, and the 6 of Cups, which is about reconciliation. So that could be significant for you, Miss Nadia. Can soulmates feel each other's emotions too? Because I feel like I feel his energy sometimes because I sometimes randomly get sad and cry for no reason. Could that, so you're likely an empath, Gigi, and you could be definitely feeling his energy, but you probably feel the collective too. So like sometimes when big events happen to the collective, like the last time I remember I got hit really bad, it was when the stuff happened in Paris. I was sick all day and I couldn't figure out why. And then I found out what it was connected to. So sometimes there's big events going on in the world that trigger us to get upset, and we are like crying for the collective. Like 9/11, there was studies that found that everybody had a heightened thing going on before it even happened. So our intuition picks this stuff up before these events even happen, and then our emotions react to it. But you could definitely be feeling your person if you're connected to them in that way, or if you haven't released the cords that are connected to them. So make sure you're cutting the cords to them, because you call on Archangel Michael to cut your cords. They leave the cords of love, but they'll take the cords that are negative, and then you won't get those negative things where you just start crying for no reason. Or if there's something big going on in the collective, open the vortex. There's a link on my Divine Essentials channel. There's a video all about how to open the vortex and protect yourself. That channel is for starseeds, lightworkers, and empaths. So I give a lot of information over there for you guys that are sensitive. We opposite. I'm Pisces and he's Aries. See, there's usually like stuff like that. Angie, Bridget, I use caps for my vision, my right eye. Oh, that's okay. It actually helps me out to see it. I don't feel like you're yelling at me. My mom used to do all caps, and I would laugh because I was like, all right. But she didn't know, she wasn't doing it for her eyes. She just couldn't figure out how to get it off. Our life path numbers are 11, met in November, 11 at a friend's place, 2000. Place 209 equals 11. See, that's the type of stuff ER has right there. Those are the type of things that are going to give you confirmation that it's a true twin. When you start seeing that stuff in connection to your person, you're going to know. You see 111 and 333 multiple times a day. See, the 111 is an awakener. It's a reminder to keep your thoughts positive, and the 333 is a transformation. So just keep your stuff positive because you're going through transformation. You're welcome, Michelle. You love owls and got many decor, and my page is called Rustic Owls. Beautiful. Yeah, they have a lot of wisdom, and they actually are like little aliens here on Earth. We are both fire, me, Leo, him, Sag, his moon is Scorpio, his rising is Gemini. My moon is Gemini, my rise. See, there's always weird little things like that where you have those significant things in your charts that will show you that you guys are mirroring in some way, or their moon is their emotion. Your sun is like how you are out in the world. So usually it will be reversed, like how you are emotionally will be like their main thing. But sometimes you'll just mirror completely. You'll both be like Gemini, or you'll both be Scorpio. Just saw 111 today, and last night I found a silver cross on the ground. Showed my mom, and the man sitting next to her said, "That's great. I'm a pastor." That's awesome. So Spirit's giving you messages to pray and to know that things are good. You're awakening to a higher level. I've been seeing synchronicity on the clock since months or almost a year. Don't know why, because it's really not working out. So when things aren't working out and you're seeing those numbers, they're just indicating to help you. You know, they're giving you little messages to pay attention to what you're thinking about, because what we're thinking about is what we're feeling, and what we're feeling is what we're manifesting into the material. So if you're saying things like, it's not working out, this isn't going to happen, this is crazy, I'm stupid, that's what you're going to feel, that's what you're going to manifest around you. So spirit comes in to give you those little messages for you. It doesn't have to be connected to your twin. It's for you. Okay, but your twin will be connected through it by default because they share parts of you. So take those messages and do for you, and know that by default you'll be doing for them too. Can you check when we will have contact, Bridget? When will I get into a relationship? All right, let me when you get contact, it's kind of hard because, you know what, I'm getting a deck soon that has the dates, like this week, next month, stuff like that. But I'll see what comes through. Usually what I get for the number, like I'll get you a number, and then I can give you like, all right, it will probably be within this time, but we'll just see what I pick up. But again, know that time and energy shifts all the time. So, you know, just because it's in this energy today doesn't mean it won't be there tomorrow, or will be there tomorrow rather. So let's see, will you get contact first of all? You got the King of Cups. Oh my God, you got the King of Cups and Four of Wands right off the bat. So you're going to get contact. And anybody else that resonates with this, you can take it. So, and we just saw that the masculine's in this King of Cups energy. But they've got insecurities surrounding the Four of Wands. But I'm going to give you the number 4, all right? So every time you see the number 4, oh, and he's watching you. He's checking up on you through either social media or multiple friends. Whatever connection you guys have, he's watching you. So just know that, and know that that's planting the seeds for him to come back. I think he's looking for an in on how to come back because he's insecure about it. But 4 is going to be your number. So every time you see 444, know that the foundation of him coming back to communicate is there, and then trust and know that it's coming. So I'm feeling like it could be 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months. So it's going to be within that time frame, and or it could even be like 4 o'clock when they call you, or it could be on the 4th of the month, or it could be April, which is 4th month of the year. So I'm feeling like you're probably going to have contact within April if you stay in that high vibration and trust and know, and like show them that it's safe to come, okay? Because they're watching. So just don't be obvious about it to the point where you push them away, but just, you know, kind of be open about it if that's what you're wanting. If you're wanting them to come back, plant the seeds for them to come back. But I do feel like this person's going to come back with that number 4 attached to it. All right, when will I get in a relationship? All right, let's see when you're going to get in a relationship. Oh, you got the sun. So I feel like this summer is going to be pretty big for you, but you got to practice self-love right now, okay? Stay in this energy of loving yourself, knowing that that clarity is coming, knowing that somebody's coming this summer to bring you justice, okay? Whatever has been imbalanced with your love life, you felt defeated, you felt, ugh. Work on your value and your worth, because Spirit's going to bring you that clarity. Spirit's going to bring you that justice this summer. So I know it's kind of big, but I'm feeling like this summer, I'm actually feeling August by the Lionsgate. Lionsgate is 8/8. So Lionsgate's a huge thing for starseeds, lightworkers, and empaths, and, you know, the twin flames community, because you're all by default healers. So I'm feeling that a lot of you are going to hear from your person by August, and it's going to bring justice to the connection. But in order for that to manifest, you got to stay in the self-love, and you got to practice like that value and that worth. Have healthy boundaries, have that energy up, so that you know that you're attracting something that's going to alleviate this energy of being defeated by love. You know, I feel like you probably dealt with like people cheating or doing stupid shit, or you just didn't have anybody that was ready for serious commitment. So this time, you want to put this into the energy of celebration. Don't be in a place of anxiety about it. Go in and reflect, and know that while you're reflecting on what you're wishing for, Spirit is manifesting it into the material. So just be a little patient, but this person is going to bring you commitment, okay? So you're going to get some commitment this summer. All right. Let's see. When I see people saying, hold on, I can't see it again. Boop. When I see people saying, I want to meet my twin flame, I'm like, I don't think, no, exactly. When people ask me, like I get messages sometimes, people ask like about 4 different people, like which one is their twin, and I'm like, don't put that on yourself, because it's not fun. But a lot of people also have the conception that we all have a twin flame here in the physical, and we don't. A lot of it, we all have a twin flame, but they're not all here in the physical. Some of them are up in the higher realms, waiting for us to go back up there. But we have contracts that we have to deal with here. We have got soulmates. We've got people we got to connect with. But if you're not on a twin flame journey, you don't have one of those, don't ask for one of those here, because it's not easy, especially if you want to spend time with somebody and have like a very relaxed, like, this is nice. Through our mutual friend, and we never heard of each other before from her. See, there's always cool stuff like that connected to your stories. Me too, Bridget. What do you want me too about? When they're coming back? I'm not sure what you're saying me too about. I'll wait till I get your me too response. Angie Williams. I gotta say it 3 times, so hopefully I remember. Soon I felt I knew him in the past. He recognized us first. Yeah. See, there's like a soul recognition when you connect with them. Yep, I'm on my twin flame journey. And we all have days where we doubt. You know, we are all going to have those days. We used to finish each other's sentences and telepathically connect too. Yeah, there's such a strong connection with them. And then they run away or want to, like you, and sometimes the runner actually flips. So I feel like a lot of the divine feminines have flipped at this point where they're now kind of running from it. Yes, so true about 111 and 888. Exactly. 888 is all about that abundance and that, infinite connection that we have. Because when you come together with them, everything becomes so much easier. Abundance just rolls in. People are attracted to you. People just want to be around you. It happens to you now already. Like you go out and you don't, like strangers want to tell you their freaking like life story and people are just drawn to you. But when you come together, things amplify and like people just want to be around you. They want to be in your energy. They want to like give you gifts and spend time with you. And then you just start attracting so much more. We met at work, knew nothing about twin flame, divine feminine, masculine, or tarot. Now I have my own channel and you see 11 all the time. 717. Yep, 717 is a big one. I also connect it to the Pleiadians. So Leo sunlight, you may have Pleiadian energy or starseed energy to look into, and they can definitely assist you with if you're channeling though, you're probably channeling with them. Either directly or indirectly. So maybe look into it because everything I do is from them and they give me the 717 all the time. I dreamt of mine prior to meeting him, don't really dream of him anymore. And that happens sometimes, like I can go for years without having a dream about them. I don't really remember my dreams unless I'm doing astral travel where you're in control of it. But when I have dreams that I didn't mean to dream, he's usually in it. But yeah, you can go through times where you don't dream. And it doesn't really have to mean anything, but if you're wanting to, you could do some like astral travel connected to it and try to like induce that connection. Just saw 92 top chat equals 11. What about seeing number 222? 222 is about partnership and union energy. It's also like that soulmate energy, and it's that reminder of what's in your head is manifesting. So whatever you're thinking about at that time in regards to either your partnership with your person or just in partnership with yourself, be mindful that you're manifesting it. And it can either be like negative stuff or positive stuff, but it's usually positive stuff. But the 111 is like sometimes it's like hey, wake up, don't do that, stop thinking that, because what you're thinking is going to start manifesting with the 2. And like a lot of people will see 1, 2, 3, 4 when things are progressing. Oh my God, stop all the fears she mentioned has happened. Yeah, you buy crystals and stones, you see all yeah, it's like they awaken us to this stuff. And it is interesting. It does. It's like it's there for a reason. We're supposed to be helping humanity to ascend and like get rid of the society's conditioning. We have a divine purpose and mission here, and a lot of us get pulled off of that divine mission and purpose by solely focusing on when are they coming back? Do they still care? Are they going to come back? When we get into that energy, we actually like close ourselves off from it, and we're keeping ourselves down here in the base level consciousness, and we got to get rid of that. Release the past. Release the connection, release the attachment, and rise up through like all the levels of perception and get up into the higher dimensional awareness. And up there, you realize that everything is one and you're already together with them and that there is no separation. Separation is just an illusion. And when you have all those fears inside of you as a human with that ego mind, you keep manifesting more and more and more of that shit that keeps you in separation while you're here. Leo sunlight, sun 717, 7117 is the sexual energy between the 2. Yeah, and a lot of times you'll see mirrored numbers like that because you are on a mirroring journey. So sometimes I see 818 or I'll see 616. You know, there's like you can get the mirroring. Hello, I was finally detached and doing well, but I will see him very soon during a gathering with other people after 3 to 4 months of silence, and I really don't know how I'm supposed to behave. All right, Leela, I think that's your name. Just be you, okay? Just be courteous. Don't be rude. If and maybe see if he approaches you first. If he doesn't approach you first, and you kind of like bump into each other, just say hi. Just be polite, but stay in that energy of being detached. Let him come to you. I really feel like you should let him come to you. Hold on, let me get your card. Let me get your card to see what you should do at the party. I just saw the Four of Wands. You may actually get into union because when you detach, look at that. There it is again. When you detach, you get into union because they come back to you. So meditate. All right. Four of Swords is all about staying silent and meditating. So I want you to meditate on this before it happens. But I also want you to stay in that energy of letting, look at them. They're all off on the sideline. They all look like they're at a party, right? So just kind of like be off on the sideline. Let him come to you and be nice, see what happens, have those healthy boundaries up. But I do feel like because you've detached, you may get your Four of Wands with this person if you want it, and Ten of Pentacles. But you're going to have to keep those boundaries up. You're going to have to put into those expectations of what you look. Queen of Pentacles, be the Queen of Pentacles. Know your value, know your worth. If he ain't giving you what you're worthy of, then don't even engage in it. Just be courteous and know like what you deserve. But I feel like if you embody that, you're going to have that fast movement into your Ten of Cups, into your happy ending. So try not to be fearful about it. Try not to get all worked up about it. Just stay confident in knowing that you are worthy of the Ten of Pentacles. You are worthy of the Ten of Cups. And that's what you're going to get either way, whether it's him or somebody else. This is what's coming to you. And you can speed it up through just practicing this place of being calm, cool, collected. Meditate before you go, be in that like Zen energy and just let him come to you. Maybe spiral your energy out towards him with that energy that you're open to him coming to you. But when he comes to you, make sure that you keep those boundaries up. And if he wants to engage with you or talk to you or, see you again, he needs to court you, take you on a date. Don't sleep with him. Don't do anything that lets him get you back into this energy of being like caught up in that. Ugh. Make sure you're practicing that self-love. And the Four of Wands is actually on the bottom of this deck too. So I feel like you have a big potential for this person to come back around to stay with you. All right, let me get back to these comments. Boop, 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 doop, boop, doo. He showed up in November at 3:33 a.m. Said wasn't sure why he came, but said felt was guided. See, I've had stuff like that happen too, where like I'll get to their place at 11:11, or I'll get a message from them at 1:11, and sometimes I'm like, did he do that on purpose? Does he fucking know? And sometimes I think they do on some level know what they're doing, but some of them have no clue. It's just there. It's true. Then I have found mine then. Yeah. He told me he felt spiritually connected the most. Yes. That's me. Yes, that's what happened to me. See, yeah, many of us have those stories. Hi, Bridget. We met. He helped me make huge changes. I became a very different person. Then I learned about twin flames. He says I have changed him as well. Yes, I feel when he's another. I don't know what that last sentence is, but I do, yes, they do change us, and they change too. Like, we impact their lives in big ways. Sometimes it's positive, sometimes it's negative, but all of it is meant to be there. And even the negative things that we impact them with actually helps them, okay? In the end, it helps them to look at things from a new perspective, to heal and to release resentments and energies. Like, it teaches us how about forgiving, how to detach. It's like there's so many levels of it. It's not all just about like the happy stuff, because I'm sure many of you know a lot of it is difficult and painful, but in the end, it makes us a better person. Right, it just comes to you. I only knew soulmate term when I met him, then started searching as felt something. Yes. See, and that you guys have so many of those confirmations that, like, obviously you don't have to doubt it at all. I honestly feel him every day and see him always driving around town. 5D, he's always there. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, like you will, like, spirit will bring you guys together, and you guys are like little magnets, like you're just drawn to each other. I don't think my twin flame and I were meant to be in this life. I walked away this time. Okay, Michelle, that happens. And sometimes when you walk away, like you're in that runner mode. And then later down the road, you may change your mind. Like if he comes back to you as a chaser, you may run from him for a while, or you may, go back to him. But yeah, some of us actually won't come together in this life. And I know that makes people upset and mad and angry, but some of us don't. Some of us have other missions or things. And we do live in a world where if somebody doesn't heal, like they have the decisions to make. If we don't heal, we won't vibe on the same vibration. And so one of us is going to go up and one of us is going to stay stuck. But I do hope, I do feel that like spirit will step in at points to push people, to give them the towers, to make them do what they're meant to do. But I know that some people do get to that point that Michelle's at, where they just walk away. And some people have people that just won't heal. And some people have a person that they think's their twin, but it may not be. And then you get catalysted to somebody even better. So just have that knowing that no matter what, you're going to end up where you are meant to be and what feels good to you in your life. When you detach from because like, do you really want to be in the energy of feeling sad all the time, wondering where they're at? Like, so it's the best thing to do, I think, is to walk away at some point and open up that energy to start manifesting what's meant to be. And if they're meant to be, they'll come. I was working retail and I've never seen our total comes to 1111. Then I went in the back and saw 1111 all over the boxes. I was like, oh shit, he is thinking about me too. Yep. So you get confirmation all the time. See 1111 together all the time. I told my DM I can't be a part of third party. It's not good for all of us. Do you think this may backfire in my face? No, not at all, lady Karina. That's perfect. A lot of us have been there where we were willing to put up with anything. We were willing to be like the booty call. We were willing to be the third party. And that just puts you down here. Think about the Queen of Pentacles. You think the Queen of Pentacles is letting, their person sleep with other people or do this or do that? No. And when we do that, when we let them do that stuff to us, our value is way down here. They don't value us. And like they may, like a lot of the masculines aren't awakened. So they look at this as a regular connection. If you're dealing with people in the world on a regular thing, you wouldn't value somebody that's okay with being a booty call. You wouldn't value somebody that's just going to be there to be slept with or be a part of a third party. So at least look at it in that way too, as if he's unawakened to what it is, he's still going to value you down here because you're okay with those things. So yes, you can't be a part of that third party is a good thing for all of you. And if he really, he'll start to value you. He's probably going to test you though. He's going to test you. He's going to be like, okay, that's fine. And then he's going to give it a few months and you're probably going to be missing him. And when he comes back around, he's going to try to do the same thing again. Now, you can either be in your power and say no and keep your value and worth rising, or you can kind of go and let it go back down. And then if you say no, they will probably come back again. He's going to keep trying to come back. If he's your true twin, he's going to try to keep coming back. He may even try to trick you and do other things that aren't so great, but it's all part of the process. They're all triggers. They're all tower moments to help you become the best part of yourself. And until that person can show up in the way that you deserve it, stay gone. Do not allow him in, because you're just going to feel like shit. You're going to deal and it's going to not just hit you emotionally. It's going to hit you physically too. It's going to show up in many ways. So stay in that energy. Don't let them treat you that way. That's not cool. See, Angela did the same. I think a lot of people have done that now. You're welcome, Elena. Same ladies told him not going to be an option. Yeah, we can't be an option. That's not okay. You're like a queen. Honestly, thank you so much. You're welcome, Elena. Thank you. Thank you very much for reminding us to always be positive. Yeah, and it's hard to be positive, but it's not going to do you any good to be upset or negative in your own life. Like, it's going to cut your abundance off. It's going to cut your happiness off. It's going to be hard to manifest positive things into your life just because of one person. So you need to take your power back and be positive about whatever's going on is for your highest and best. It's confusing because I understand we create our own reality, but I feel confused when it comes to this, Yes, it is confusing but look at it this way. We create our own reality, but so do they. So we can create a reality where we can manipulate the energies around them and we can send them healing and we can help them, but we also share each other's energy. So they're not like in a regular situation, if it was just two normal people, like you You create this reality, that person creates that reality, but you guys share a bond that connects the two of you. So when you start creating a reality, it actually impacts theirs, but they still create their own reality, so it impacts yours. you know so it is confusing with these people because it's not like a typical connection. So a lot of it is, spirit will come in and do things. They'll try to show them things, push them back to you, and you can manipulate your energies to be open to healing and receiving them and like attracting them to you. There's a lot of different things you can do for that. But at the end of the day, they still have their free will to say, like, I really am pulled there, but I may not want to go there. And honestly, the best thing to do is just work on you, be positive about you, and try not to make them come towards you. Because when you do that, you create resistance, just like in anything in this world. If you're trying to manifest money and all you're focusing on is money, 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 it's hard for you to manifest it because you're creating resistance to it. So yes, there's always going to be a little bit of a variable here because you guys do share stuff, but also by you working on yourself, you're helping them. So just focus on you and what's best for you. Ask Spirit to bring to you what you need at this time. And if they align with that, they'll come. But if they don't, just know it's for your highest and best that they're not there. Because if they come, it's going to hurt you. It's going to trigger you. They're not going to stay if they're not meant to be there right now. Can you do a live and a pick a pile for how to find the right vocation? Yeah. It's the vibration you put out. It's hard to see ourselves like that. It is. Told him I wasn't here to make his relationship with her better. Didn't feel right. He's not happy. Well, I'm sure he's not because he was getting his cake and eating it too. And that's not always fun to lose that, but you have to make them, stand up and be a man at some point. Sorry, my throat's getting dry. Yeah, you can't just keep letting them get away with everything that they want, because what about you? You're not happy. So you're happy. Look, 11122 was at the time. But you got to be working on you. You're making yourself happy. I have these moments between sleep and awake where my twin and I actually have a whole conversation with my twin at a cabin. It's like our meeting place. Sometimes I question if it's real. It probably is, okay? Because this world is an illusion. The 3D is just like, everything here is in the physical form, but it's really not. It's just energy and vibration, like moving really fast. And so we see it as a physical thing. But everything that you've ever thought, everything that you've ever done, whether it's in this life or past life, because past lives don't really exist. They still coexist in this moment. That's why you can tap into the consciousness of those lifetimes. Everything is here. So in dream time, that is real. Everything is real and everything is in constant motion and everything is connected to everything else. So even all of the dimensions, it's like when you start coming up out of the 3D into the 4 and 5D, you start to realize like how things can be manipulated. But then you go up and above and beyond that, you see that everything is just consciousness and everything is just created through your consciousness. And if you're thinking something or you're interacting with something through a part of your consciousness, it is very much real. But you want to start to realize how to like anchor that here or how to use that for your best and highest, like when you want to manifest, you want to dream it into being. So we have all these multiple timelines. You're here. There's a timeline where you guys are already together. There's a timeline where like there was somebody else. There's a time, there's all these multiple timelines. There's billions of them, but you're in this one. So you want to start getting into the vibration of the one that you're trying to attract. So it's like you're reaching over through consciousness and you're grabbing that and you're bringing it over here with you. But it's through conscious creation. It's through aligning with that, your consciousness, realizing how powerful your consciousness is to create. But again, you want to do it in alignment with the highest and best because you want to make sure they're at their highest and best. So it may take a while for it to manifest in this timeline because you got to wait until they're able to be there. But when we start thinking negative things like they're never coming, we start moving over into this vibration more. We start like living in this timeline more. And when we think things like, I hate them, or like, stuff like that, even more down here. But when you're like, I love them, I would just want them to be happy, like, I trust that the universe has got my back, I'm healing my core wounds, I'm healing my past lives, I'm healing my ancestral lineage, I'm healing this. You get into that vibration of where you're meant to be for union. And then it comes as a default of your healing and your transformation. But it's also you detaching from the outcome and releasing the resistance to the outcome, but also having that awareness of being a conscious creator. So it's like complicated because our 3D minds don't really wrap around these concepts that well. But when I channel like the Pleiadians, they explain it in such a better way than I can. or like they show it to me in such a better way than I can explain to you. So try to start channeling. I'm going to do a video about how to channel because I've received so much information that was like, whoa, when I figured out things, but it will help. Hi, Heidi. That makes perfect sense. Never thought of it like that. I drank cactus and my grandpa came through and told me I deserve a man that shows up and doesn't hide me. You deserve this, Angela. Yes, we all deserve it. I don't want to be hidden. I don't want to be a side piece. I don't want to be the thing that's like, an option. We don't deserve that. We deserve much better than that. They can each other emotions and energy, yes. Also, some nights I stay awake with anxiety for no reason. I assume it's because I have nothing going on to cause anxiety. Yeah. Sometimes it is them. And sometimes it's just the energies are so intense that we can't sleep. Like I sleep during the day and I'm up all night. Like that's why I post my videos at like 4 a.m. because I'm usually doing stuff after midnight. Like when I do long distance sessions with people, I try to book them like after 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. because I'm not a day person at all. And I think a lot of us are like that because the world is awake, everybody's awake, everybody's hustling and bustling throughout the day, and we're all sensitive to energy and we're empaths and things like that. So at nighttime, they all go away, but we kind of that's when we come out. But sometimes you could be picking up on his anxiety, but I feel like I like to be up at night because nobody else is. I'm not feeling all their shit. But if he's up in anxiety, you'll be probably up in anxiety. But you could also be like still railing from all the shit that the people were doing all day. Or if you were dealing with so much stuff throughout the day, like I don't leave my house. Like I'm always alone. I'm with my dogs. Like I don't deal with humans for the reason of their energy. And when I do, I'm drained or like anxiety ridden. So even doing lives is difficult for me because I pick up on everybody's stuff. So start doing some practices to disconnect and protect yourself from others. Like open the vortex around you. Do like cord cut, and all of that stuff is going to assist you to get rid of other people's influences. But if you are picking up on his anxiety, cut that cord too because you don't need to feel his. You can't treat a twin flame connection like it's like we don't like for them, we don't want to let them do what they want to do in a normal connection or a normal relationship, but we also don't want to treat it like a normal relationship, but we have to kind of treat it like how you want to be treated. It doesn't matter if they're your twin flame or whatever. You can send them love and be happy for them and all of that, but that doesn't mean that you're going to put your standards and things down just because they want to come around, because they're just going to leave again. If you're doing that, you're not giving yourself any value. So it is kind of like a normal relationship, but on steroids. I see 2111 every day. I don't have an idea why. So I feel like the 2 is about your partnership. For me, it can like signify soulmate, twin flame. It's also a manifestation, like things that you're thinking are manifesting. But in that one with the 111, that's like that reminder to pay attention to your thoughts. So I feel like they're trying to say like the partnership is manifesting in the way that you're thinking about it. So whatever you're thinking in regards to that, that's what's happening. That's why you want to be careful with what you watch. That's why you want to be careful with what you think and say, because your partnership is manifesting in that way, no matter what. If you're thinking good or bad. Thank you for all you do. Thank you. Haha, you're right. So challenging. I feel confused. Trying to focus on manifesting him and being a dreamy teenager in my thoughts while I try to heal myself. That's my best advice. Yeah. I'm a Taurus and I don't know my person. I'm Taurus and I don't know my person. Don't ask for one. So, do you feel them, Heidi? Or do you just have an inkling? Because some of us don't have them here in the physical. Some of us just have soulmates to deal with in this lifetime. But if you haven't met them yet, just be careful because it's not an easy connection. Like I would much rather have like a high level soulmate, because a lot of people have this perception that if it's not their twin flame, that it's karmic. You can have a soulmate and it doesn't have to be karmic. You don't want, some of us have to go through the karmics. Like I was in a 10-year karmic that was horrible, but it taught me a lot and it did catalyst me a lot. It actually got me out of my addiction and that was a great thing. But I was still a codependent person, and I was still a codependent person when I left him. And so I've been working on that, like being by myself, and I actually finally feel like awesome sauce by myself. Like I actually don't even really want, I like when I think about it, and I think that's a part of the reason why too, like if we're not really fully ready for them, like we may think we are, we may think we want them, but really think about what that means to have them. Like like what's going to have to change in your day-to-day life? What's going to change in your routine? A lot of us are sensitive, so it's like having them all up in your energy and your space can be difficult. I was wondering why I was sick this one day for no reason, and I lurked on his page because I had a strong feeling he is too, and I was right. Yeah, a lot of times you'll feel sick when they're feeling sick. Thoughts on a twin upgrade, like if there was one that woke you up, but the next one has the signs of a true. Yes, that's a catalyst, gifted astrology. So you can have a catalyst that feels or has a lot of the same things as a true twin, but then when they're gone, you actually get you get your true twin. They catalyst the true divine masculine. So that can happen. I've seen that happen with quite a few people that they thought they were on a twin flame journey, and then it turned out that it was more of like a karmic catalyst to their true twin. Some people call it a false twin, so you could Google that and look that up. I feel crazy sometimes because of it. I think we all do. I also see his initials everywhere on license plates. Yeah. Yep. Hey Bridget, can you please tell me about my connection? He's a Virgo and I'm a Libra. Please, I just want to know if I'm making the right choice to walk away. All right, Lily. All right, so making the right choice to walk away. Can you please tell me about my connection? I don't know if I'm making the right choice to walk away. All right. Is she making the right choice to walk away? Yep. So, through this walking away, you're going to be manifesting. The Wheel of Fortune is a new phase, okay? So this Wheel of Fortune is going to bring around a new phase of the King of Swords. He's going to come back and he's going to be a man of integrity and truth. He's going to look at this with a new perspective. He will come back, okay? True twins always come back. And with the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like it's just time for you to kind of work on all of the stuff that's inside of you. Like the Pentacles can be like money, but in this instance, I feel like it's connected to your value and your worth. So you want to start manifesting and working on yourself. All the seeds that you've planted in regards to you expanding and growing, and knowing that that's going to bring around a whole new phase. Like you've put an end to a cycle, and that's always hard. But through that ending, you're walking away from the Casanova, the knight who just takes actions and then leaves, and you're manifesting yourself into that Queen of Pentacles energy, who's somebody very valuable, somebody that is worthy of a King of Pentacles or a King of Swords, somebody that's going to speak their truth. So what you did was you Queen of Swords him, and so now he knows that in order to come back around, he has to be the King of Swords. He has to communicate with truth and integrity. He has to cut his own toxic shit out of his life if he wants to be with the person that did that. And what you're going to be doing now is working on your value. And it can be tempting. He's probably going to come back to Casanova a couple of times, but you got to say no to that and show him the value and the worth, so that he in turn can then try to manifest himself as the King of Pentacles too. He needs to work on his value and worth, because if he had it, he wouldn't be a Casanova. Somebody who has a healthy perspective of themselves doesn't treat other people like that. And so by default, what's going to happen is you're going to start speeding this stuff up. Look, there she is, Queen of Swords. Cutting them out when they're acting that way is going to lead you to your victory. The Six of Wands is all about your victory. So just know that this is all going to balance things out. This is going to bring you justice. This is going to balance the scales. It's going to speed up the process, because you've removed yourself from the toxic shit. So you are the Queen of Swords. He knows he needs to become a King of Swords. You're going to be the Queen of Pentacles when he comes around to try again. And you're going to show that value and that worth. Then he's going to have to raise up his and put an end to those ways. And so you guys by default are working on becoming the Empress and the Emperor. You know what I mean? That's what we're all doing. Every time we go through a tower moment, every time we go through the bullshit, we get them to rise up a little bit more. So he's going to have a lot of passion for you, but he's going to have healthy passion for you as the King of Wands instead of like the Knight of Wands. He's not going to be the player anymore. He's going to have healthy passion with compassion, and he's going to give you your Two of Cups. That's your partnership. That's your union. That's a healthy relationship that doesn't do the bullshit. So you're transmuting all of the stuff that has hurt you, all of the offers of the page, all of the times he put you in the hermit, depressed, reflective mode, and it's going to balance out the connection. And yes, it's going to take a lot of strength, but you're going to get there. So just be patient. Be in that energy of temperance, balance, meditation, knowing that things are going to come around when they're meant to. But just keep working on you. Don't sit around waiting for him to come back. You know, balance out your own stuff. Go out and have fun. Become the best version of yourself that you can be, and show him that he can't come back around as a knight. He can't come back around as a page. You don't want a Casanova. You don't want a player. You want somebody that's going to have the truth and integrity, and somebody that has the value and the worth that can mirror you. And through you doing that too, it forces them to mirror you in a better way. So, you know what I mean? Like when we rise up, it forces them to rise up. All right. Not hollering, yelling, screaming, or shouting. We have a big age gap, and when we're together, we look the same age. It scares him, though. Yeah, sometimes people start to, I guess, have, like, some similarities about their looks. Or you could have certain, like, traits about you that's similar to each other. I think he is a Scorpio, though. Yeah. If you can find out his birthday, you can figure it out. I love music. He's a DJ. We met at the club. I feel like he speaks to me through music a lot. I'm sure he does if he's a DJ. And that's like, when you get in the car, guys, if you want a message from them, you can just say before you do it, say, give me a song. I ask like the spirit. I don't ask the actual masculine. I ask spirit to give me a song connected to it. And then I just click the station, and it's always a song that speaks like to the situations, like particularly. The last time I was on my way there to see them, every single song on the way there was like all the stuff that they were saying before I went there. So it is weird. Like you connect to their 5D self. I'm Leo and she's Leo too. Yep. Hi Bridget, I used to see 911 a lot. What does that mean? Sometimes that can just be like a whoa, pay attention, like a big, like the emergency thing. But it doesn't have to be bad. It's just like they're trying to get your attention to do something different. So if you were, you know, whatever you were going through at that time, it was probably be a big shift. You probably like had your awakening. And it's like an indicator that whatever you're thinking about or whatever's going on in your life needs like your attention right now. And you need to work on it. What is that website to learn how to cut off those energies? I'm really, really sensitive. A couple of weeks ago, my eyes were nonstop leaking. I feel her negativity. I really need to break those cords. So I did a couple of videos on my Divine Essentials YouTube channel. I actually did one last night about attachments, and the one before that was about cutting cords. But you can Google or use YouTube to find like I'm actually going to be recording one. Somebody asked me to record a meditation specifically to cut cords, and I'm going to do it. But there are some out there that have already been made. I actually have some on a playlist on this channel. But if you want to go to the Divine Essentials channel, there's videos over there that will tell you how to cut the cords, and you know, it will also help you with other people's energies. I didn't really talk. Actually, I did mention the cord cutting thing with twin flames in the cord cutting one. But it's all the same. Like, you just want to be mindful of your energy, powerful of your energy. But you could do a meditation or guided meditation, or just ask Archangel Michael. Like, if you want to cut cords, sometimes, like I've done it driving down the road, I just say, Archangel Michael, please come and cut and sever all these ties that have been, you know, releasing negative energy or have been draining me in any way. And then I feel it cut, and then I call on Archangel Raphael to heal all the places that had been severed, so that your aura doesn't have big holes leaking out your positive energy or allowing more energy to come in that's going to just mess with you. And that's as simple as it is. Or you could just like put your feet firmly on the ground and just make that statement. And you can say to a specific person too. You can say, Archangel Michael, please cut and sever all the ties connected to my twin flame that are draining me or depleting me of my energy. And then feel it go. And then ask Archangel Raphael, please heal all of these places. And you want to return their energy back to them with unconditional love, you know. So say, please return this energy back to my twin with unconditional love for their highest and best. Me too. My DM and I are dancers, so music is essential. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people have the music thing connected, but you get messages all the time. I am at the point of it's known. We have each other partners and it complicates things, but we love each other. It's not easy in this life to see that we are not together. It's a choice. Yeah. It's not always easy at all, I don't think. My twin and I are both Leos. Nice. Hi, baby. My dog's getting upset. Angela, me, and my twin, too. Oop, there was a message retracted. 20-year difference and one eye weeping. Yeah, that happens to me all the time. One eye just starts like tearing up, and I know it's something to do with them. When I met him, a voice in me said it's him. We met, everything was great. Then shit happened. Don't know why he turned out to be. He said he doesn't think when I said I'm in love with him. Been a month of no talking. Yeah, that's typical, and just know that they always come back around, and things aren't easy for a reason. They trigger something inside of you. So if you've had a fear of them leaving you, that's what's going to manifest. So start working on the fears that you have. Maybe there was something that happened as a child where this abandonment fear popped up, or maybe something was passed down to you through your ancestral lineage, or you had a past life where these fears were born. So again, that's what I talked about in the attachment video last night. It was like all of our attachments, all of these things that actually our twins trigger in us come from something. It's some sort of fear, or the vibration of fear, which is jealousy, resentment, anger, guilt, all of that stuff. So whatever you're holding on to is going to manifest. So you want to make sure that you're doing the deep work inside of you. That's what this is all about, is healing. Going in and triggering yourself to heal. Work with the shadow self, the inner child, the aspects of yourself that, are hidden and you don't necessarily always see but are in need. That Leo love is going to be awesome. Can you pull a card with my twin and me? Sure. I'm going to pull a card. We'll see what comes through for you and your twin. Whoa, dude, you broke all my stuff. Guess there's a lot of energy. Seriously. First of all, you're getting the King of Wands, because that was the one that I feel like that's why he threw everything. So your masculine has a lot of passion for you, probably wants to have sex with you, okay? Definitely thinking about reconciling with the Six of Cups. But again, you may have some past life stuff. Look at this, you got the Queen of Wands. So, you've been waiting for your wish to manifest here, and things are transforming, okay? There's been a death. There's been a transformation. So whatever you've done, whatever you've been working on is assisting you. Now, I do feel like also while you're waiting for this to manifest, because there's a lot of passion from this person, start working on your past lives. Because the Six of Cups, like the six can indicate past lives. So I do feel like there's probably some sort of past life thing that is keeping you guys in separation. So if you're wanting to manifest this a little bit quicker, ask him, go up and do meditation, figure out what kind of things, like I was just talking about, what type of triggers or fears may have been manifested in your past life so that you can get back together quicker. And he's probably, like if you watch the reading from the beginning, he's probably going through that Kundalini awakening, and that's in, impacting your connection. Anything else? Yep, something went flying. Six of Wands, victory. So you're going to have victory with this person. Just trust your intuition to keep doing what you're doing, making the decisions that maybe are hard sometimes, but are going to lead to him becoming the King of Pentacles. And then he's going to take action and communicate in a new way that's of value, that's of worth, that's going to show you what you want. So if you've been having the thoughts like, oh my God, this isn't going to happen, or if he's been kind of the Seven of Swords in the past, where he's been sneaky, manipulative, kind of bullshitty, he's getting to get rid of that stuff. When you get rid of it in your head, when you heal those triggers and those wounds, he's going to show up as the Emperor. So be that Queen of Pentacles, know your value, know your worth, know you're getting your 10, and know that the Divine Masculine is going to come back to bring clarity and light to you, and justice will be served in this. And if you've walked away from him, or he walked away from you, he's feeling sad about it, okay? He is in that Eight of Cups energy where it's just sad about, either walking away or somebody walking away. But I do feel like in that energy, just stay patient and keep doing your meditations and stay balanced, because this is the Yes Union energy card for me. So I do think right now there's a lot of passion between the two of you guys. Maybe probably connecting astrally with like sexual energy. You could be feeling aroused out of nowhere. He's probably thinking about you and wanting to connect with you in that way. He's definitely missing your presence. So justice will be served with you too. All right. Let's see. Where are we? Beautiful. Can you check in if my twin is in fact a Scorpio for me, please? Sure, I'll try. Hold on, I have a deck that is a zodiac one, so we'll just see what comes through from it. Give me, oh, what do you got? You got air. So you could have air in his chart, all right? But air is also about communication. So show me what this dude is. I just saw Gemini. Gemini's wanting to come out. He's probably got Gemini in his placements. Maybe it's his moon sign. He may have Gemini for his moon. But I'm not seeing Scorpio at all coming through. I got Taurus, Cancer, Fire. So I don't know, man. I don't think he may have Scorpio traits. You may feel like Scorpio at some points, but I think, like, look at this. He's got air. Gemini is an air sign, and he's probably got it in his moon placement, which impacts his emotions, which are big in your connections. You want to be mindful of what their moon is. Like, if your person's got Gemini for their sun sign, that's how their personality is, but their moon is going to influence how they feel, how they connect in a relationship emotionally. So just be mindful of that. But I feel like this person may actually have their moon placement in Gemini. And then we got Fire, Cancer, and Taurus energies coming through. But, let me ask again with a tarot, because there is yes cards in the tarot. So let me see. Is he Scorpio? And we'll just see if I get a yes or no card. Is he a Scorpio? Is his sun sign Scorpio? Is his sun sign Scorpio? Is his sun sign Scorpio? Oh, shit. What the hell, man? Keeps throwing all my shit around. The Four of Wands was on my finger, and that's what I first saw. So Four of Wands is a yes, and all of these are a yes. So I think you may be right. He may be Scorpio with a Gemini moon, all right? So just trust your intuition. Okay, I think that these are all yeses, though, and it's showing again that he's wanting to reconcile. He threw this exact same cards out, but for whatever reason, when the deck split, it was at the Four of Wands, which is Twin Flame 1111 Union. I don't even know where it went now, but my thumb was on it, and that's what I saw, which is another yes card. So you're probably right about him being Scorpio, but he may have a Gemini moon or an air placement within his moon, because he got air and Gemini, which is an air sign. So hopefully that helps you out. It's always nice to know both, because their emotions are going to be more important. I see his date of birth too a lot. What does that mean? It's just like a synchronicity. The number will be kind of big for you. So whatever the number is, go look up like the meaning of that number and then kind of place it together. So if it was like a 147, you would have vibrations of pay attention to the foundation of your spiritual connection. All right. Because 1 is the reminder and 4 is the foundation and 7 is the spiritual like number. So that's how I would place it together. Who is reading for? The person that asked about, where was it? Heidi Gadsby. I don't know when you asked that, though. I met him on October 15th, and my B-day is June 15th. LOL. I don't know if this has to do with anything, but his favorite game of all time also takes place on June 15th. Perfect. Those are the synchronicities. Those are the things that you piece together that give you confirmation. So everybody's going to have their own, but just don't doubt it. Just know, okay? Can you pull a card or two for me and my twin, please, Jujubee? Sure. Probably not going to stay on too much longer because it's been an hour and 40 minutes. But, Jujubee, a card for Jujubee. Oh, shit. 4 of Cups. The Chariot. And the 10 of Cups. So I feel like what this is saying is that this person's missing out on love. It's either you or them, or you probably both kind of feel like that way. This is typically that one where there's a big cup coming down and the person's not seeing it. They're not realizing that they still have an opportunity for love. Like there's a whole bunch of love around them. They're just not seeing it. So if you've been feeling that way, know that love is there. And when you get into that vibration, look at this, 5 of Cups on the bottom. It's like you guys both feel like you've knocked over all your cups, kind of in this depressed energy of like, I don't know what's going to happen here. And I feel like when you guys get out of that energy, things will start moving forward quickly to the 10 of Cups, which is that happy ending after all the crap that you've gone through. But look, 5 of Pentacles too. There could even be like financial issues, like feeling like not not a lot of abundance, or being felt like you've been left out in the cold, feeling like just like this isn't going to happen basically. But when you release yourself from this energy, things are going to start moving faster into the 10 of cups. So be mindful of what you're thinking and feeling. Look at this, 8 of cups. If he walked away, he's feeling sad, he's feeling this. I feel like you're both in this energy, and he's probably been a player, and I think that's why maybe he did things that he's done or whatever. He's just got this player energy, that passionate energy, the Prince of Wands energy, where it's like, here I come, but then I go away again. But I feel like what's going on here is that you guys are both kind of picking up this energy of just feeling kind of like, ugh, not so great. Probably a lot of illusions. This person may even be fearful that you're with somebody else or doing something with somebody else. But I think when you guys release those fears and all that stuff, you'll get into that chariot to your 10 of cups. That's when you're going to get new communication that leads you to a partnership, and that brings you your true divine masculine, that gives you somebody that's worthy of it. But he's definitely watching you, so be careful what you're posting and stuff, because I think it's triggering him and making him feel like that you may be doing stuff with other people. But this phase will shift and a new beginning will come. So just keep doing the work that you feel guided to do in connection to this love, and you'll be balancing out in no time. Let's see what else we got here. May I receive a message? Sure, Caitlin. And guys, when I pull cards, you can take them if they resonate. I'm going to give you one with the new deck that I got from Kristen. Holy moly. I'm having a hard time. One with the sun. Oh, look at that. The divine masculine carries the sun energy. Divine feminine carries the moon energy. So you just know that you are one with them at all times, no matter what, if they're there or not. You guys do share consciousness. So just know that they're there. And the 5 is representing change. So things are changing for you guys. And look at, plant the seeds of intention. Go, grow, glow. It's time for you to be that light. Plant those seeds of intention. Be the divine feminine. That isn't the moon, but it's reminding me of the moon. Like, look, divine masculine, divine feminine. Plant the seeds of your intention so that you can grow and be the light for this to change. You were born, for this you were born. Foster your intentions for incarnating in this dimension. Like, this is why you came here, to assist the collective. This is what all of us are meant to be doing, is healing ourselves so that we can heal the collective. We can show the other feminines and masculines how to release themselves from ego, how to release themselves from the bullshit. Trip the light, fantastic. Dance with the universe. Get out there. Start having fun. Feel the energy and know that the unknown is your friend. Learn, lean in to embrace what's next. So, like, you know, when you start setting those intentions, you start having fun, you start raising your vibration. Just know that whatever is unknown at this time is good, and just embrace what's coming next because it's in alignment for you. If you're up in your vibration and you're feeling good, whatever you attract is going to be a part of that, and it's going to bring you divine blessings. It's going to bring you everything that you need to have. Whale of a time. Your change is to enlarge. Your charge is to enlarge. So you're definitely going through a big time of transformation. And I feel like it's a lot focused on you. Enjoy your own company. That's why he's not there right now, because you need to focus on you. You need to get into that celestial understanding, awakening to the higher realms, to the higher consciousness, to the power that you possess within your hands, to the power that you possess within your mind, within your energy, within your body. You are your greatest ally. Number 26 is 8, which is abundance. It's an infinity symbol. It is the twin flame symbol. So just know that all of this is happening for a reason, and enjoy this time alone, because when they come, you ain't going to have that time alone. You guys are going to be like, boop, back together. And so just enjoy this time. Be free. Be happy. Go out and explore. Go dance. Go have fun with your friends. Have fun in the sun. Have fun in the moon. You know, do what makes you feel good, and don't give your power away to anybody or anything that doesn't make you feel good. And the last one here is number 27, which would be 9, which is about endings and new beginnings. And it says, flip it upside down. Question your beliefs. So whatever those beliefs up in your head that are telling you that it's never going to come, that he ain't coming back, or I'm crazy, or people are this, or blah, 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 all of that stuff, flip it around and look at your beliefs. Look at the belief system inside of you, the shadow aspects inside of you. Start questioning the beliefs that you're holding from society so that you can release them and you can assist others in ending those cycles and beginning again with a new belief system that's going to assist the entire collective, not just you, but everybody. So I do feel like you're going to be going through a big time of transformation. And I do feel like they'll come back around, but for right now, you need to focus on you and focus on those beliefs that you're holding on to. And that's going to lead you to your victory, okay? Look at Queen of Cups, self-love. Focus all that love on you. Focus all this time on you. Know that you can be victorious when you break out of that mindset, the Eight of Swords, of being kind of like a victim of this connection and the beliefs that, oh, this isn't going to happen. You know, we all have them. I'm not telling you that you're anything about yourself. I'm just saying we all do this. So we got to all come together and break out of it to raise the collective consciousness and to stop feeling this way and to embrace the tower moments, because when the tower moments come, it means that things are changing. Things are evolving. It's bringing us closer and closer and closer to exactly where we're meant to be, which is an ascended, multidimensional, beautiful self. It is divine feminine. All right, what else we got here? My person and I have a 13-year age gap, but he is very mature for his age. Every time I try to walk away, something happens wherein we see each other again. Yeah, that happens. They come back around and trigger you. What are you doing, my man? These are my wieners. They're all being good wieners. Hi, wieners. All right. Yeah, when you walk away, they usually come back around. Can you pull a card and see if my twin feels my telepathy? Sure. Sure. No, I woke the beast. Here's your monoman. Hi, monoman. Hi, monoman. Look at that, 4 wands. Yes, he feels your telepathy. And guys, they all do, okay? Like, if you're on a true twin thing, they feel it. They feel your energy, and you feel theirs. That's why a lot of times it's like when you stop thinking about them, you start thinking about them again, because they could be thinking about you in that moment. And when you think about them, they think about you. And a lot of times you'll get confirmation on that. Like, if you are connected in certain ways, like there's been times in the past, like I have like this thing, I've been woken out of sleep. And then I look, and it's like within seconds something has happened, and I'm like, all right, well, I guess that was a clear indication of the telepathy thing. But yes, he's definitely feeling it, and we all do, okay? So we all have that connection with our peeps. So just trust it and know it, and keep spiraling it out. Spiral that intention out. See how she's standing here with the spiral around her? Spiral out good intention, good love, because they feel your negativity too. They feel when you're mad at them. They feel when you're like, fuck you. And it's okay to be mad at them. It's okay to walk away and disconnect from them, but you don't want to be like sending like hate daggers at them, because that's just not, it's not going to be good for anybody. You know, it's just going to create cords that drain you. Holding on to any anger or resentment is only going to hurt you. It's not going to really, I mean, it's going to impact them, but it's going to hurt you more so, because you're in that energy and you're like, bleh. So any burdens that we're feeling, we need to let go of them so that we can be in this beautiful energy of la 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 la. And you want them to feel that, you know, like make them feel like there's no better revenge than being beautiful, happy, and good with yourself, right? If they've done something that's really, really hurt you, you know, instead of getting mad at them and being like, meh, just be your best self and show them what they're missing out on. Can you pull a card on what's going on with my twin at this moment, please? Sure. All right, I'm just going to do a couple more, and then I'm going to just check out your comments, and then I'm going to head off. So can I pull a card for what's going on with you and your twin, Laura Klinger? Laura Klinger? What's going on? Oh, shit. You get some. So Queen of Cups, the World, the Devil, and the Empress. And on the bottom here, we got the 8 of Wands. So I feel like right now what's going on is you're in this energy of needing to practice the self-love, you know, being like the lotus, rising out of the darkness of whatever's happened within this connection to kind of transmute and rise up into your divine feminine glory and energy. With this moon energy, tuning into the cycles of the moon is going to be beneficial for you. It's going to help you with your connection. It's going to help you with manifesting and releasing things that have been kind of detrimental, that have been holding the darkness within this connection. And as you start doing all that stuff, you're going to bring about a new phase in your life. You're going to be kind of spinning the world into favor with yourself of transformation. And again, look at the lotus, rising out of the darkness, rising out of the devil, rising out of any karmic crap, healing the contracts by being your best self, by practicing self-love, by healing the triggers, the wounds, the karma, the stuff that's inside of you that's been detrimental. That's going to put you into that place of transformation to be the Empress so that you can give birth to this connection in a new, healthy way. And it's going to bring about big transformation in communication. That's when they're going to take action towards you, when you've embodied that Empress energy, when you've taken the blindfold off and you go, okay, I'm going deep into this. I know that there's triggers here. I know that there's bullshit here that I've got to face and I've got to look at. I got to bring my own clarity about in regards to this stuff that's been ugh. So it's like either third parties or just toxic beliefs or like addictions, whether it's codependency, whatever's been detrimental to you. It's time to make that decision to take the blindfold off, because yes, love is blind, but we can't be blind in our own lives. We have to look at the stuff we don't want to see in order to heal it, in order to heal the manipulation and the lies that we've been either telling ourselves or have been told to us by our person. And then we practice the self-love, and that's when we transform, and that's when we heal the devil, toxic, karmic stuff, and that's when they can come back and make action and communicate with the Empress and give birth to something beautiful. That's when you get divine masculine, the sun. Okay, so if you've been feeling defeated, if you've been feeling crappy, just start working on yourself and knowing that everything's going to shift when you practice that self-love. We got two more. Yep, Spirit's helping you too. And he's slowly changing. So if he's been kind of crappy, he is coming around, all right? So he's going to be transforming, and Spirit is probably giving him the signs and synchronicity and connection to what he needs to do. And I feel like he could be feeling kind of left out in the cold in his life. So something could be going on in his life, whether it's you or with his karmic situation or with his job. Something has left him feeling kind of cold and isolated, but he is finding value and worth through that. And he will come out of the troubles and make that decision to come back towards you when Spirit is kind of navigating that along for you. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got. May I know if my twin is this Aries that I'm dealing with now, who is younger than me, please? All right. You know what I'm going to do? Because it's hard for me to read and do this. I'm just going to do this. What you got? Look at that. King of Cups and Justice. So I would say yes, it's probably this person. King of Cups is like love, and they've got a lot of love, but they got a lot of insecurities. And Justice is like, this is bringing justice to your life. This is like the balance. So this person is likely your person, and Spirit is doing some work for them to be balanced out so that they can come back to you. So justice will end up happening in the connection, but I feel like with the King of Cups coming through, it's a yes. These are both yes cards in my book. All right. My birthday is 8/8. Yay! That's the portal. Lion's Gate, 888, all about abundance and transformation. For me, it's like the galactic reset of the year. And whatever you do when you go in on that day, if you're not in a good place, the rest of your year is impacted by it. So you want to make sure that you go through the portal in a high vibration. I always do a big event here on 8/8, and I guide everybody through the portal in a positive way so that the rest of the year isn't impacted negatively, because you can either bring a beautiful abundance or like bleh. I'm 13 years in this twin flame relationship. Yep, I get over 20. I'm doing my own oracle card readings regarding my path as a light worker, and it has helped me steer more towards self-love, light, and inner strength. Yeah, sometimes that's good. Like getting into the cards and stuff will show you what you need to do. Hi, Shisa. Bridget, there's a lot of interference between us, and I asked for a clean slate, but since then we've had no contact. Can you throw any light on this, please? Sometimes that happens. Sometimes the karmics are family members. Sometimes they're their friends. Sometimes it's just them being afraid of what other people are going to think or say. But as time goes by, it'll be okay. Like that, love always prevails, okay? So if they love you, they're going to get over the ego of like, oh, what's my mom going to say? Or, oh, what's my dad going to say? Like, how many people have married, the person that other people hate? And it's like, at the end of the day, it's all there to trigger, it's all there to heal wounds and stuff. He's going to become your emperor, and it's helping you to lay down the foundation of the love. Like, think how much more you guys are going to love each other and how strong the connection is going to be when you guys realize that every heartache, every setback, every person that said, nope, you can't have this person, or nope, like has impacted in a negative way. When you get through that shit and you get to your Two of Cups, think about how much stronger you guys are going to think about this. Like, we've made it through all that. We manifested our wish through all of that, to be together, to overcome the setbacks, to overcome the hate, the denials, the running, the chasing. You know, spirit will assist, but I'm sure it's all for a reason, okay? All of the conflict that we go through are contracts that we need to heal. But he needs to empower himself and get his energy right and say, okay, like, I'm not going to allow this to impact how I feel about this person, and I'm not going to keep myself away from this person just because other people have an issue with it. He's probably got a lot of anxiety about it too right now, but he needs to go into the hermit mode, reflect on what he's actually wishing for, and manifest it down here into the 3D, which is going to take a lot of strength. And it's going to take some Queen of Swords energy to energetically cut that stuff out, cut out all the toxic crap that's being influenced towards you, and to get over that Seven of Swords energy, which is like just people being assholes, tricking them, lying to them, you know, keeping them from taking this action of wanting to communicate with you, and taking a new beginning, because there's a lot of passion for you. They definitely want a new beginning with you. They're definitely sexually attracted. They want something with you. They want to communicate with you more than they are, and they want to have the passion of you in their life, but you got to cut out all the energy. So again, all the cords, go and do like a past life meditation, do an inner child meditation, do a cord cutting meditation, attachment clearing meditation, like get rid of all of that stuff that's influencing you guys so that you can make the way, cut that shit out, cut the manipulators and the liars out, and find the strength to overcome the anxiety surrounding it. And he's got to make his own decisions in regards to it, but you can clear the energetic pathway for him to get there. So I would just start doing the work in regards to all of it, but just know that you're going to get your Two of Cups regardless, and your foundation is going to be 10 times stronger as a result of the hate. All right. All right, guys, I think that's it. I just want to say thank you all very much. You were watching a yearly predictions reading, and it said I was going to meet my twin in August, and it's a long distance. Could you pull a card to confirm? Yeah. I actually have a reading on my other channel for 2019. It's predictions where there is a lot of twin flame predictions in it. Like times where the twin flame unions are going to happen. So that's, I think, the first video I did on that channel, but you can check that out to see about times. Five of Pentacles, so that's about being left out in the cold. In the Eight of Cups. So I'm feeling like August may not be the right time, all right? And I feel like people may have been influencing you to think that, and then because you're focusing on it so much and it's like not here yet, you could be kind of messing with the timeline. So the best thing to do is kind of get out of that energy. Use your intuition. What feels right to you? You know, like if you want to, and if you want to go back a little bit in the video, I was talking about how there's multiple timelines and how we can manipulate the timelines, and we can either speed up our union or we can kind of slow down our union. And sometimes we slow it down by other people influencing us and like getting multiple things about something. Like if you want it to be August or you want it to be sooner than August, you got to be in the vibration as it's already here now in this moment. But you also have to heal whatever is keeping you guys in separation to begin with, because they can come back, but if it's not healed, they're going to leave again. So you're going to want to look into that stuff and start trusting your own intuition in regards to your connection, making the decision to look deeper into it and to not, be influenced by just the emotions or readings and things like that. I do feel that the divine feminine aspects inside of you really needs to heal. Then, you know what I'm also feeling? This person may get, if they're in a karmic situation, they may end up finding out that their person cheated on them. And that may be what happens in August, is that they walk away from that situation. They make a hard decision to leave. And that could be why, August is significant for you. But the Lionsgate is going to be a big time for people. So it could be that if they're already dealing with somebody else, August is going to be the end of that, because these two cards together indicate infidelity. So if he's in a relationship or he's been dating multiple people, something's going to happen to him and he's going to make the decision to walk away from it. And so that could be opening up the energetic doorway for him to come back to you with passion as that King of Wands. So will she have contact in August? Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, you're probably, Nine of Pentacles is about somebody who's single. So I feel like what's going to happen is something big is going to happen in August. But I don't think you're necessarily going to go into union. I think that you're going to hear or find out something big has happened in this person's life, and they've made a decision to walk away from something that has been unhealthy. But the best thing for you to do is be that Nine of Pentacles energy, because you're going to start manifesting, the alignment for the Ten of Pentacles. Getting somebody that has the passion towards you to give you the Ten of Pentacles is what you deserve. But there's probably something karmic here that needs to be healed before that can happen. So if they're already in a relationship, that relationship needs to end. You maybe not even know about it, or it maybe haven't started yet. There may be like a short-term karmic relationship this person has to go through, but you just want to stay in that Nine of Pentacles energy so that you can manifest what you're meant to have. Yeah, because there's a lot of defeated energy. There's a lot of like conflict. There's just a lot of change that needs to happen here. And I think a lot of it is going to happen around the Lionsgate energies. And that's going to start a new phase where you're going to be moving towards your commitment because you're in the Nine of Pentacles. So just trust and know that things are going to be okay for you, and the new phase will bring you stuff that will lead to your commitment. But I feel like something, I don't know if he's necessarily going to commit to you in August, but I feel like he's going to be walking away from something that leads him to a new phase with you that then in turn leads to commitment because of the passion and the love that this person has for you. All right, so let's see what else is here. How can we make contact? How can you make contact, Lady Karina? What does it mean when you're constantly seeing your twin's birthday or name a lot? It's just that synchronicity. It could mean that they're thinking of you, or it could be a sign from spirit that like there's something going on with them, or it could just be confirmation from them. My phone battery is at 46. The time is 46. So yeah, synchronicity is nonstop. And once you start paying attention to them, they get bigger and bigger and bigger. And they all have their own messages. And sometimes there's not like a physical message for it. Sometimes it's just like a download. You could, like right now there's 77 people in here. So that could be just like an unconscious download that's going into your energy, you know, into your consciousness to awaken you. We are in separation, but I'm traveling and I'm going to see him for the first time in 5 months. Very nervous. Yeah, it's scary. 717. 717 is, it's like, for me, it's a Pleiadian energy. It's also a mirrored number. When you see the mirrors, it's like confirmation on your twin, but it can, somebody else said it was like connected to sexual energy. But again, guys, all these numbers are going to be specific for you. Look into them, meditate on them, get your own energy, your own representation of what they mean for you. I'd like to know what sign my twin flame is, please. Here, I'll just kind of spread these ones out. It's hard for me to shuffle. Virgo. So your person could be definitely a Virgo, or have Virgo in their chart, okay? But yeah, Virgo came out. And number 6, which is about the lovers, and about past lives. So you may benefit from doing some past life work with that person. And 6 is also the number of the 6 of Cups, which is about reconciling. So it could be that you're reconciling from a past life. 222 has to do with timelines about to merge. 3-3, for me, 3-3 is transformation. This year is going to be a 3-year all about transformation. It can also mean the Ascended Masters are with you. But again, they have multiple timeline, multiple numbers, multiple reasons, multiple meanings. You know, Google it and then find the one that calls to you, because it could mean one thing today in this moment, and then 2 days later means something completely else. Like mine always change and merge. I keep seeing that. Born at 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, moving, keep moving things along. Is my twin about to make a move forward with me? Is this person going to make a move? I think so. I think there's going to be clarity. Something's going on in his head, though, that's keeping him kind of stuck right now. So it may be that within the summertime, he starts to come out of that energy. But I think for right now, he's a little stuck. But when and this could be because of your headspace too. Like if you're thinking about it too much or like wanting it too much, you can create resistance to it. But I do think that some clarity and some communication is going to be coming within the summer months. And this is your divine masculine energy coming through with the sun. 222 4 times today, back to back. Yeah, they come and they come and they come. Anything I should know about, please? Or am I asking too much? You're not asking too much. 8 of Pentacles. Things that you've been working on, planting your seeds about, I feel like are going to start manifesting. So keep working on the things that you've been working with, like the rituals and the stuff that you've been doing. Spirit is guiding you. So pay attention to the synchronicity that's been happening and know that your wishes are coming, okay? All of the things that you've been wishing for, you've been wanting your emperor to show up, I feel like he's going to come. But just keep working on those seeds that you've been planting and knowing that Spirit's got your back and that this wish is coming down. I feel like you got starseed energy too. Because I always notice you, all right? And for whatever reason, Melissa, Mansour, I just notice you all the time. So I feel like you have like Pleiadian energy or something in there that is significant. And you're laying down a healthy foundation for your Two of Cups. So yeah, you needed to know that, all right? And just stay in that energy and that knowing that your foundation of healing is bringing them back to you. You see 213, 313, 414. Yep. That's brilliant, Lady Karina. Then we can chat on Messenger. Sometimes I feel his energy so strongly, it's clear that it's him. Other times it's like he's blocking me. Do they feel us as strongly as we feel them, and does it happen at the same time? Sometimes, Charmed 6266, I think it does happen at the same time for sure. And then other times I feel like they may be going through something intense, and that's why you're feeling them really strong. And then other times it's them like sexually connecting with you, and that's really strong. But other times I think we just feel them because we're thinking of them or whatever. And they definitely feel us, but I don't know if they're so aware of it. I think what happens when they feel us is that they just kind of think about us in that moment, or they may like go check your social media, or they just like say your name to somebody, or they see something connected to you, or a song pops on that reminds them of you, and so you may feel them a little bit more in those moments. But I'm not sure how. I'm sure more and more of them are awakening to this stuff, though. They're starting to realize that they have a twin flame and things like that. Else. I am going to see my divine masculine tomorrow after us not talking for about a month now and 5 months of separation. Oh, geez. Okay. Let me put this in. Hold on. I'm going to get the other deck. I'm going to get a deck that I haven't used yet. Just so that I... Advice for tomorrow. What is this? That's the Five of Pentacles. So it's probably been, well, you've been in separation for a while. What is this? The Knight of Cups. I think he does want to present you love. Okay? Like he probably wants to give you some love. The Seven of Cups. There's going to be some illusions here that some things that aren't fully seen. Okay? But I do think it's going to lead to victory in the end. So you guys need to communicate clearly with each other, because this has been hard on you, all right? It's been a long time. It's been hard. You've been out in the cold. You've been feeling like, oh my God, with this thing. I don't know if you've got kids with them, but like there's just been a lot of stuff here that hasn't been easy for you. And I feel like he does want to give you love, but he has something up with him that's like he's not really fully able to express it. I think you guys may have different love languages. You know how some people communicate their love through saying stuff, other people do it through doing stuff. I feel like this person has issues with that. And there's a lot of passion for you. They may want to have sex with you right off the bat. I wouldn't do that. I would hold back that, because that could cause some more illusions. I think the more you stay in your value and your worth, and you just have like healthy communication with this person, it's going to lead you to victory. But you're definitely going to have a new beginning here. Okay. Oh wait, what is that? That's a Page of Cups. So he's got immature love. All right. He may want to like he's going to present some sort of love. He's probably going to try to say some things. He may try to get into your pants. He may try to explore you passionately. But if you want this thing to move on quickly into this place of victory, I would take it slow. All right. So you want the relationship to progress quickly, but you want to take things slow with him. And cut him down, anything that's not showing value of you, because I feel like there could be some secrets. All right, the moon energy's there, but you do have potential to get what you're wishing for. You do have the potential for a happy ending, but you got to stay in this energy of being victorious and being smart, trusting your intuition, be the high priestess. And you know, you can take the leap of faith with him, but be careful, okay? Because what you do tomorrow is going to lay the foundation for the connection. And if you want him to be your King of Pentacles, which is this card. If you want him to be the King of Pentacles, he's kind of have to work for it. Gonna have to put a death to the stuff that hasn't served the connection, and make him give you authenticity and truth. This is the King of Swords. So you're wanting authenticity and truth. You don't want any more burdens. You don't want any more conflict. You don't want anything that's gonna, leave you back out in the cold or in separation. So make him work for it. Don't just be like, yeah, okay. You know what I mean? Don't just go along with things just because you care about him or you may want to connect with him. Be the Empress. Give birth to something new here that is going to transform the connection. Hi, Bridget. I have a question. I've been detached, but still sending him love. Mine is in Europe. I'm doing a lot of work. I want to come in the physical. I feel it within. I'm not sure what the question is. I'm doing a lot of work. I want to come in the physical. I feel it within. Wait, you want to go to... I know you want to go there, right? You want to go to Europe to see him. You can... I would just keep doing it energetically for now, doing the work energetically. You definitely feel him, like you're always going to feel him. He's going to feel you. Whenever we're on a true twin flame, we feel each other. We think about each other. Let's see. What is this? I think this is the Sun card. So you're definitely going to get your divine masculine. You're going to have some clarity in connection to this. You're going to get your commitment. You're going to get your Hierophant. So just keep doing the energy work that you're doing. And if you're feeling called to go there, go there. And whatever you're feeling called to do by your intentions, by your intuition, just do it. Because, trust yourself. Whatever you're doing right now is working. If you felt like all your opportunities in the past weren't going to, pan out, I feel like things are transforming. And you're going to be the magician. You're going to transmute this stuff, all right? So whatever has been negative, whatever's been bad, it's all transmuting. But just keep working and trusting your intuition. And whatever's meant to be will be. But I think that, you will get your masculine and you will get your commitment. And you will get the transformation that you're looking for here. So there you go. Sounds good. I'll try it and edit privacy settings. Will Alex come towards me? Got the Two of Wands. So he's probably trying to make a decision in regards to it. I just saw the Five of Pentacles again and the Knight of Cups. So he's probably going to come towards you, but you're going to have to get out of this energy of feeling like out in the cold, all right? But this also could be that he may come towards you in a Casanova energy and then leave you out in the cold again. So be careful because that happens in these connections. And the best thing to do is have healthy boundaries because sometimes they bring illusion like, hey, I'm coming back and I love you. And then they don't. Because they see the passion. They have a huge sexual desire for you. But if they're not ready to be in that chariot charging forward in a healthy way, you lead back into that energy of separation. So be the Queen of Swords and make sure that you say no to anything that isn't like make him take you on a date. Make him treat you like divine feminine. Make sure that there's no secret other people that he's keeping from you. And make sure you're manifesting your wishes. Hey, in alignment with exactly what you're wanting. Sorry about that. Will we ever cross paths? You got the Four of Pentacles and the Fool, so yeah. And that's like a extension of what I was just saying. Keep working on that foundation and know that this new beginning will happen. Do you have any cards of advice for me and my masculine? How is he feeling? He's feeling like the Knight of Pentacles, so he is slowly changing. And I just drew your cards a minute ago, so, he's slowly changing. So I think you're definitely going to get your masculine. Chisa. Card from my twin, please. What's he up to? He wants to communicate with you. New communication is coming in soon, Jeanette. When you said how you bumped into your twin flame... when you said how you bumped into your twin flame. I'm sure you're answering something else I've said now, and I'm so lost. I have a bad memory. I sent a message to my masculine at 11:11, but then realized it was 10:11 in his time zone. That's okay. 10 is a number of completion and wholeness. Next time, send it at 12:11. My twin first asked me out on 11/11/16, and we last saw each other and had our last conversation on 11/11/18. Aw, see, you get the signs. He's changed me a lot. Yeah, they do. Does he feel my telepathy? Yes, they all do. I want to know if he's my twin flame or my karmic, please. We are not talking now. Friend zone. Give me a card. You got the Ten of Swords. That was about twin. Is it karmic? You got the Devil. I feel like it's a karmic. Just because you get the Ten of Swords and the Devil energy. But sometimes when you meet them, when you meet a karmic person like that, they catalyst you to your twin. So there's going to be healing here. Whatever this person's doing is healing so that you can rise up and have that next level of commitment in your life. This is the strength card. It's giving you strength. So you may feel defeated, but you're dealing with the devil in this time. So it's karmic energy that you needed the strength to heal and overcome so that you can be catalysted and have your new beginning with passion and desire and healing and transformation and get your emperor. So you will get your emperor. You're definitely getting an emperor, probably soon. Will I see him on his birthday? What is that? That's the death card? No, that's the tower card. You may see him or you may have a tower moment that day. He may have an epiphany. But the Queen of Swords is, or the King of Swords. So he may have an epiphany and come reach out, communicate you with authenticity. Okay. I don't know if you'll get to see him, but you're definitely going to communicate with him and it's going to be authentic, ER. What does it mean to see his name? Oh, we already saw that. Am I seeing the same things? I always see his names recently everywhere. Yeah, we see those a lot. Or I see, like, you'll see their last name or stuff like that. He definitely your twin flame. I work in a warehouse, working on boxes. Hi, is this man I'm with my twin flame? Eris, is it your twin flame? You got the... It's either the King or Queen of Cups. This deck is hard for me. Some of them, they're all women. But I would say yes. That's a yes card either way. My divine masculine iron separation. I'm going to see him along with a large group of friends. Should I stay away from sex? Yeah. Don't do... Guys, if you just go to see them and, like, you're just hanging out, don't have sex with them until, like... Get them to take you out, you know, like go out, have dinner one-on-one, communicate with each other, and then maybe explore some sex. But like whenever you just go and you connect with them, even if you're with a group and you're all having fun, like it just leads you back into that energy of them ghosting again. I would just be careful with it. Alright guys, so thank you very much everybody. I've been on for over 2 hours, so I'm gonna go. The next time I come back, I'll just do readings. This was just to say thank you to Kristen for my new deck and kind of talk and chat with you guys because it's been a while. I am gonna do it one soon where I'll do like a little like a super chat for questions so you can get readings, but it won't be crazy expensive or anything. It will just that way I can, you know, actually get to people and all of that. And not burn myself out, you know. All right, guys. So thank you very much, everybody. I hope you have a good day. In Mune. Namaste.